thing ever happened on PC. Lots of shovelware, bad ports from PS3. Remember that I said PC is dead, then I installed something new. Made by Valve, it was great and so and shit, but I added a page with a bunch of games on it. You can buy your games in the chair you sit. You don't even need your shoes. Buying games over internet alone, what is this? Some new direction drive colon bliss. Will never work, other services are shown, but I guess I'll have a go. Putting all my info in a box, no idea that I was in for such a shock when the whole thing worked and I got my game, even if the download's slow. This is great, this is great. Get my games without going out the door. I'm getting from the game store. Suddenly I started giving them my trust, had a games collection. I was just collecting dust, every sort of game, A to Z by name, and a lot of play for free. A few years later, even bigger than before, the master racers never stopped looking for more, and all of Valve's apps are billionaires' resort. Seems a magic money tree. Now the store is suffering from loads of games, and none of them are worth a note. When you see a game that lets you simulate a goat, you know good games are rare. Miles and miles of poorly coded trash, seeing early access just another grab for cash. At this rate, we'll see another gaming crash. It's all just shovelware. This is great, this is great. Get my games without going out the door. I'm getting from the game store. I'm getting from the game store. At all that shit. It's got visual novels, waifu baiters, tons of furries, tower haters, BB garbage, free-to-play games, early access with streamer names, remade assets, audience-friendly, mood-based games, car assembly, aging, source, monstrate, sensation, mods from Fire and Club creation, games they made in 1990, games with deaths who say they'll fight me, death defense from biodrones, even more survival clones, you make games with me reviews, lots of kudos to abuse, Unity you can unlock, games are rip-off, system shock, graphic autism, frame rate surging, market items, prices surging, loot boxes, point and shooting, Arma Squad and Call of Duty, platforms 2D, platforms 3D, bait nostalgia, quick and easy, season pass for DLC, cutscenes made with FMV, PC puzzles, bad design, shady graphics, waste of time, small transaction, season passes, games to sell because of passes, player bases underage, all your teammates whine and rage, EA arms with no save, phaser, pills, bit of fuck! This is great, this is great. Get my games without going out the door. I'm getting from the game store. I'm getting from the game
Oh, morning. I'm sure no one's not going to really watch this stream, to be fair. I didn't really shout it out too well, did I? Yeah, I didn't. It doesn't matter, though. I want to clear out all the Dean shit anyway. I need to do a better job of actually shouting out when I stream. I didn't expect to be gone for like a month. Not saying anything. I went out to go get cigarettes. Daddy went out to go get cigarettes. Hope you didn't stay up past your bedtime because you'd have to wait like almost a fucking month to see me come back. But I got a little bored going through the Dean stuff. There's some interesting stuff that's gone along behind the scenes, which is why I took a breather. It feels like I cheated on, I can say his name because the month is over. It feels like I kind of cheated No Ralph November, didn't I? It's easy to do it when you're just not streaming. It's more like No Stream November. But I already lost because I did it on, like, what, the 4th or 5th? Oh, well. It is what it is, I guess. But most people are used to me streaming in the evening lately, but my sleep schedule changed again because of certain things. So, that's kind of why. Otherwise, I'd do this in the evening. I was going to do it last night, but I couldn't. I woke up too late. That's just what happens when you work a schedule like mine. You can't really stick. You're kind of at the mercy. Kind of at the mercy. I'll probably start doing the streams more in the morning or at noon instead. Just so it's a little bit better. A little bit better for me. Because that's what I was doing at first, and then it didn't really stick. Didn't really stick. At least I don't have to read chat, though. At least I don't have to read chat. That is one thing that I don't hate streaming or anything, but I do get too distracted with chat. I'm at that channel size where I can actually interact with chat. I don't have to... I don't fucking know. I don't know. I'm just at that size where I can do that comfortably. Comfortably indeed. But I'm going to be going through the Dean call, hopefully for the last time. I said I wasn't going to go through all of it, but that's what I wanted to do. I don't want to try to finish it up, because I want to move on to other stuff. It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny. Seeing Dean still try to DM me on a Discord with memes and shit, and I don't respond to him. Very slow. Doesn't quite understand. He probably has no idea I've been shit-talking him for the better part of like a month. I've been shit-talking him a lot. But, definitely now. Definitely now. I wanted it finished. I want this done, though. And of course, I know it's a little different. It's a little different whenever you're going through everything on a smaller scale, but it is what it is, I guess. Kind of have to deal with it that way. And besides, if I'm going through the entire call, almost all of it, he can't say I'm taking anything out of context neither, so that works. That works in my favor. I don't mind it. But before I get into it, there were a few things. I did get caught up with something throughout the last few... the last few weeks, which really stopped me from streaming because I wanted to deal with it. Also wanted to get the Todd video. It's finally out, thank God. Thank God. I've wanted that video done so bad. I wanted it done so bad. So that's nice. That's nice to have that done. That video was on delay for like, what, a fucking year? Like a solid year it was. Solid year. Solid year. I'm talking to chat of nobody. It's okay. It's okay. I'm less distracted. Less distracted. But yeah, I've been working on something. I've been working on something in the background. Oh, I wonder what this could be. What could this be? Whatever could it be? Why is this sinister looking bag behind something with horns and an eye? Why is that? What could it mean? What could it mean? Could mean anything, really. Could mean anything. Somebody crawling out through the darkness. I guess it's nice to see the YouTube grifter talks about Christian and likes to kill dogs. I seen him come back, I guess. Everybody's all happy, I guess. But how long will they? How long will they be? Who knows? Who knows? We'll have to see whenever we get there, I guess. Just have to see. Oh, yeah. And the supercut, it's back. There's actually another version of it that was posted recently. But it's out there again. I guess Shangy got his, the flaggets left him alone, so that's good. That's good. It's good when they finally leave you the fuck alone. And for any person who's watching this archive, because let's face it, most people watch the archives. They don't really watch the stream when it's live anyway. But it is what it is. I'll post my supercut thing either tomorrow or after tomorrow. I can't say exactly when, but that'll come out. That'll come out when we get to it. But I want to get the Dean stuff done, like I said before. I want to get it all finished for all the people watching the archive. Inevitably, later. Don't know when. Don't know when. But we'll get to it. We'll get to it. Because there are a lot of things I do want to talk about that doesn't involve Baglore. I want to talk about fucking Elon buying Twitter. I want to talk about Kanye. I want to talk about FTX. That's some stuff I really like to talk about and make fun of and laugh about. At least the most I can. You can't really laugh at FTX much. That fucking guy's not going to jail. He's not going to jail. Of course he's not. He's not going to go to jail. You think he is? No, of course not. He's not going to jail. Never will. All those connections. Oy vey. All those connections. Does wonders for you. It really just goes to show you how fucked our justice system really is. People like that can get away with whatever the fuck they're doing. Shameful. How awful. How awful. But that's for a later date. It's a later date. Later date. Let's skip on back to where we left off. We left off on some interesting shit. Someone was very angry. Dean's gonna be really angry when he finally wakes the fuck up and realizes that I've been shit talking him like crazy. That way I can all drop all these streams on him and say, yep, fuck you, goodbye. That's kind of the whole idea. Get that out there. But I can't remember exactly where we left off because it was like a month ago. Kind of sucks. Kind of how it is. It happens. But whatever. But I do have my timestamp where we left off. Or, well, I left off. There's nobody here. Because I didn't shout out the stream very good. Oy vey. Oy vey. I didn't shout it out good enough. It is what it is. It is what it is. Oh well. Oh well. Makes it easier. I don't have to read chat. So picking up where we kind of left off. We left off at the hour mark. Close to about... I can't exactly tell how far down we went. I think it's about right here. 28. There we go. Somewhere around that range. Dean was starting to get a little mad. Starting to get a little angry. He was already angry, but if anger doesn't work, be more angry, I guess. Always nice. So continuing. Off.
Not even acting tough, you got out to fucking go if so you just want to keep
on,
repeating
bro.
yourself over and over again.
You're not fooling anybody here.
Somebody online for
I'm
4
gonna
months.
murder you. I'm gonna kill you.
Aww.
That is all. You made fun of me online. I want you to stop talking about Cat. Fuck her. I'll keep talking about her if I damn well please.
Hey, dude, I gave you the fucking opportunity to
When
start
are you gonna
fresh.
take my emojis off your server?
You took my emojis off your server. I don't give a fuck.
Oh yeah. Foolish bag, I am here. Oh, I'm not alone today. I'll keep saying it. I should have shouted the stream out better. I didn't even know if I was gonna stream. I only said it on my Discord server. I need to put the link out there more. But I also have to be a little bit careful. I don't want a fat guy who kills dogs and grifts. He's totally having his life ruined. I don't want him to try to get my IP address so he can come out and teach me an uber mega super lesson. I really don't want that. Nobody wants that in their lives, do they? No one wants that. Nobody. But how you doing? I hope you're doing okay. Foolish. I know. I'm the foolish one here. I know. Should tell people when I when I change my schedule around. Let people know when I'm streaming. It's better to stream in the evening than it is in the morning because most people are too fucking drunk on what, a Saturday night to wake up at 10:30 to listen to some fucking dude. they barely even know, with barely any following, stream. I don't know. I gotta do a better job. I think I might be a few minutes away. I think I might have to jump ahead a little bit. Is this it? I really don't remember. I think I'll go right here. I think we'll go right there. I might have to jump ahead a little bit more later, but again, have this done. I don't know how long this stream will be. I wanted to get it done. Get the rest of it done and out there. And for people, for like the lone person who joined, he is good at work with literally nothing happening. It's fortunate you happen to start streaming. It gives me something to hear in the background. Oh, well, that's nice. At least I can hey, you know what? Since most people watch the archives, I'm happy even if nobody was listening. I mean, whenever you're streaming, you're mostly talking to yourself. So, hey. But I mean, most people watch the archives anyway. They can't catch it live. That's just how it goes. Especially when you're a stupid fuck who doesn't shout it out earlier. Doesn't tell anybody, hey, I'm going to stream. It's like, I got to do it and I don't. Oops. Oh, well. Who's the guy crying in the background? Oh, that's Tribat. Dean. Tribat. That guy. I don't know if you've seen the other streams yet. I would just say if you really want to get a bit of a taste of the other streams, I just watched the last 2 or 3 streams, I think. Starts with the one that says, I need to get these ones more in order. I really should. Starts with She Dean Say No. That's the first one, and then I think goes on the Bag Touch. I forget the names, but I'm distracting too much. I didn't want to be distracted by chat. Here I am distracted. Whatever. The other streams will kind of fill you in a little bit more because they were done a little bit more properly than this one. So, but whatever. But I won't keep talking. Let's go ahead and continue where we kind of left off last time.
Right, so are you backstabbing me, G-Fish, after everything I've done for you?
Oh yeah, you're such a good friend to throw that out there. Good friend.
Yeah, especially since you weren't the one that calls him a fucking school shooter.
I call him a school shooter? No.
Oh, Barrett did. Barrett also calls him a Nazi. You know. Bobby left.
Oh, I guess his mic thing's not working. Oh, I'm glad I took a nap for this.
Is he back?
You back, mate?
Is he?
Yeah.
He did a snap there. It was a snap.
Oh yeah. I thought
Maybe I should
I
make
kinda
him
thought
working.
this would be like a one-on-one thing, but so far all different characters have jumped in. Kat's jumped in to Spree again, and she got blown out again. That was wonderful. I love part 2 to that one. Yay. And Ferret mostly wanted to just listen in, and I don't know if he wanted to say anything. Fish. I don't know if you want to say anything to this raping piece of shit, so, you know.
Is he fucking saying something?
No.
One thing you need to understand, because I'll fill people in because it's been a while, a bit of a synopsis. So, Cammy, I had an interview after I realized Cammy was a gaslighting, manipulative piece of shit, like she always has been. I started talking to some old associates. Now that video's not out yet because it's outdated, but it's going to go up sometime soon. Another update. And this was recorded back around, I think, July. I'm going to say July. about a week or so before I went on vacation. I did an interview, which will be posted. There's 2 interviews. There are 2 videos, but they both sort of lapse to each other a little bit. So after the recording was done, we talked about the things Cammy did, like just being a complete piece of shit, because I don't want to get into all of that. One of the people, whose name is Uno, he was one of Cammy's ex-e-boyfriends. One of her many ex-e-boyfriends, by the way, aside from Johnny Hedgewolf. He decided to share a whole bunch of trace pictures that Cammy and Johnny drew not super long ago. It was done around 2018, 2017, just about. So he posted a lot of these pictures in my chat after the interview was done, like smack dab, like a matter of seconds after the interview was finished. Really, they were in an alternate chat. I couldn't pull it up because I was recording with OBS. But after it was done, Uno shared a bunch of trace pictures from them, and some of the pictures were very sus. Again, they were traced. They were traced over different artists. So I went to go on a manhunt, or an image hunt, for the original, and I found one of them, which was done by this dude who draws like this really obscene, questionable shit that Cammy would definitely not stand in for publicly, but she did all this stuff. It was over like minor characters who were minors from like the Sonic games, and Cammy's a really big Sonic fag. She is as much of a Sonic fag as she's an A-log for Chris Chan. Pretty much. So I found this out. I find the one of the sources. I found there were other pictures too. I don't think I have them. Do I have them in OBS? I don't know if I do or not. I can't remember. I probably should have them. Is that it? Well, okay, that's not it. It's kind of, not really. That's not it. I wish I had it. I wish I did. I wish I did. I don't think I have it saved. No, that's not it. It was a picture Dean got mad about. I don't have it with me, unfortunately, in OBS, and I don't want to dig through it. I have it pinned to my quick access, but I don't want to try to pull up a picture that's uncensored. Sorry. And honestly, they're pretty bad to look at. But she traced over like minors, and she also told Uno that she had a rape kink, which is really fucking bad. I know it's kind of funny hearing me say that. Like, do I have room to talk on that? Probably not. But I don't want to see them either. Okay, good. That makes it easier. Makes it easier for me. Makes it so much easier for me. But yeah, I confronted Cam about this. She went on a cope spree. She went to the bathroom. I heard from other people. She went to the bathroom and puked when I posted about this on my Twitter timeline for a while. And got really, really big mad. Oh, Lord. Yeah. I posted all that stuff. You can see it on my timeline. If you can dig through all the conservative retweets I've been retweeting because of Elon's takeover. Again, I want to talk about that later. Sometime down the line because it's really funny. Really funny. But yeah, I posted this and Dean basically came to Cammy's defense. If she puked, that means she knew she's guilty. Yep, exactly. She puked. Johnny wasn't very happy either. I don't have any... I know Johnny appears later in this call, but I don't have any real bad blood to him. It's Cammy I have an issue with. This is the person who ran around calling me a pedophile. I swear to God, calling me a pedophile because Eva had feelings for me. Eva's 23 years old. I was 24 at the time. I'm 25 now. I'm a pedophile, apparently. I'm the stanky danky pedo, I guess, for someone who is just a little bit younger than me liking me. So that gives you a taste. So Dean, despite being the super big anti-pedophile, listen to me, mate. My dad's dead. My dad died. He got raped. I hate pedophiles. sort of fucking idiot he is, and he jumps in to defend Cammy. So that's basically a short version. That's what this call is. I already confronted Cammy before, and it didn't end very well for Cammy at all. Especially if you've seen the other Cammy streams. It really didn't end well for her. She's jumped in this call a few times. All that call that was like 10 minutes. I think I shared on one of the Cammy streams. This same call happened just like an hour or so after. So there you go. There you go. Get you all caught up. And Tribat's trying to hop in to defend Cammy and himself, especially since Ferret started her redemption arc and showed us a lot of things where Dean was just a complete piece of shit. Also talked about his Dean's rape allegations, which is something he's got in his back pocket, which he's really mad about. Yet he calls me a groomer pedophile. He goes along with it. No room to talk from any of these people at all. No room to talk. But anyway, that should get you up to speed a little bit on what's going on.
Oh, fuck yeah. Wait, was that Bag or G-Fish?
G-Fish.
Oh, fuck. Right, so it's Maggie. So why the fuck did he backstab us by G-Fish?
I didn't backstab you. I just couldn't take it anymore, so I left.
Oh, you blocked me.
Yeah, because honestly, this shit was getting way too depressing. I didn't want to deal with it anymore, man.
What did I do that was depressing?
Like, it's just this constant bullshit where it's like I join and then you know, fucking everyone talking about
not Ferret's in a fucking sad mood. The only time it hasn't been fucking sad was when it was me and you playing Minecraft.
Yeah, fair enough, but then, you know, it's just...
Dude. I know you've, like, fucking had, like, I know you had the best intention to help Ferret out, but just been saying bad shit about you. Literally.
Yeah, and just to add, we had that call the other day, and we, you know, talked like adults, you know.
Still, I just...
And every time you don't talk like adults, he somehow gets the brunt of it.
Oh, I don't talk like adults to retards, especially ones that are sociopaths like you and Kat.
He's right here.
Oh. I was talking about Dean. Dean's first reaction is to yell and act like a sociopath, pretty much. He doesn't give a shit about anyone else but himself at his core. He's just like Cammy. That's why I lump them. That's whenever I talk about Cammy, I always sometimes jump to Dean as well. So... you know, that's something else to throw in. Now, you're probably wondering, what's this bad shit that's being said? That Ferret thinks G-Fish is going to be like this school shooter or something? G-Fish is actually a really sweet guy. He's actually really nice. I know some people are a bit mixed on him, but he's actually really nice. But he's got some issues. Like, he's still pretty young. He just recently turned 21, so he's much younger than the rest of us. But he does have a little bit of growing up to do. He gets kind of deep into like conspiracy theories a little bit too much. He does, but it's kind of it is what it is a little bit. And Ferret had a concern that G-Fish would do something crazy, which I don't really think G-Fish would, being honest. I like the guy, you know, we play games. He's been a good friend to me. He can get emotional sometimes, but I mean, that's just something that he's got going on. But Tribat's trying to bring up that Ferret had concerns about Fish, pretty much. So it's just really weird. It's just really fucking weird to go on about. Really is.
Oh. Literally said, whenever you don't talk like an adult, G-Fish gets the brunt of it.
I mean, I've not roped G-Fish into really any of this.
You're gonna ban him from your group and call that the fucking end of it.
Are you really? Is that really your strongest suit? Was that one thing? Like, that happened like months ago anyway. You're still on it.
Yeah. Because you're still on it, because you've been fucking tracking fucking Cat for 4 months. In fact, you're going to be doing that.
Oh, gee, I can't imagine why she tried gaslighting me and you went along with it. And you tried gaslighting Ferret, too.
Every time Ferret fucking said, I'm going to put you out of the group because you were going to bag with everything, I said, no, he's just doing it because he has the best intentions to make sure that Bag's group's doing all right.
No.
Every time someone shit talked you, G-Fish, always defended you.
That is even true.
When you were playing Minecraft and fucking people were trying to troll you offline, I was like, when Kat was trolling you when you weren't playing, I was like, G-Fish, you're gonna have to tell her because she thinks like you're finding it funny. But like if you're not finding it funny, you're gonna have to tell them because they're gonna keep doing it.
I don't know. I mean, I should probably mention this too. That's a fucking lie. There are multiple times where people voiced their concerns and their dislike for stuff, and Cammy and Dean didn't give a shit. They didn't care one bit. They kept doing it. Nora brought up something that I can't remember exactly what it is. Pretty cool, to be honest, even though he comes off as an edgelord sometimes. Oh, come on. I do the same thing, too. Have you heard me in voice calls? You've been in voice calls sometimes. You've heard some of the things I've said, at least a little bit. I mean, maybe it's because you're not really in the calls as much, and you just see like the edgy shit post chat. I guess that might be it. That's possible. That's possible. Maybe. Yeah, he can come off as edgy or whatever, but yeah, it kind of is what it is a little bit. It's okay to be edgy as long as he's not trying to like hurt people or spread bullshit or he's malicious, you know. It's whatever. It's okay to be a little edgy. I'm sorry, I checked something funny on the Discord server. Fucking Rich. Can I pull this up? You know what? Fuck it. I want to pull this up because this is kind of funny. I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt the whole thing. Here we go. Fucking Rich. Let me read off what he says. Cammy reminds me of the fat cop from Dead Rising. I'll just keep that up on stream. That shit's funny. Just real quick, let me tell him. Using that in my stream right now. Lol. Funny. There we go. Perfect. I'll let him know. Let me know who's that. Hey, everybody. Oh, hey, there he is. Yeah, I'm going to keep that on stream. That's funny. But I might shrink it down a little bit. Focus is Dean. Now that's brutal. There are other memes, too. Cammy Slant. There are other memes, too. I don't know if I have them on stream yet, but they're all funny. Thank you for sharing that, Rich. I love it. Beautiful. Beautiful. Where was I again? Oh, right. I was talking about boundaries that they apparently have. That's not true. I'll give you an example. I'll continue on the example I was trying to give, then I got distracted. Okay. Nora, who was 15 at the time. He had a birthday recently, so he's 16 now. But Nora, there's this family issue. I think he's missing like a dad or a mom. I can't remember which one. But he's missing a family member. And Cammy kept making fun of him about it. Now, Nora's a big boy. You know, he's pretty mature for his age. Just saying that sounds like groomer talk. I'm sorry. Anytime I hear that, I always think of groomer. Oh no, looks like I'm coming full circle, I guess. But Nora, he has these family issues. He's missing a family member, and Cammy kept making fun of him for it. Now, Nora's a big boy. I'm not going to say what I said last time. He can handle himself. He can take a joke. He's not thin-skinned like his stupid ass friends. But he told Cammy, like politely, like, hey, those jokes are offensive to me. I was late. I was napping so I wouldn't be drowsy for work. Oh, it's okay. Don't worry. It's just a Dean call. You're not missing much. You're not missing much. So Nora, he's missing a family member. he told Cammy, "Hey, these jokes are getting old and they're kind of offensive to me. Can you please stop? They hurt my feelings." Cammy said, "Okay, I will not make jokes like that anymore." And what happens later? What happens a little bit later? She jumps right into making fun of what she was told not to. She did it anyway. That's just a perfect example. And if you want to go even further, Ferret had issues with the constant political talk that Tribat would do. She's like, okay, I don't want to talk about politics. So what does Tribat do? He goes on and talks about politics even more. So there you go. Yeah, that's not true. That's bullshit. They're fucking lying. They don't care. They do not care one bit. That's a lie. Ferret said she doesn't like it, like Cat making like all these misogynistic jokes or whatever.
And I feel like whenever
Ferret Ferret shared me that stuff, and she shared it with you too, because she told you directly.
Yeah, you want to know why? Because whenever fair Cat fucking does a joke,
hey, it's called treat people the way you want to be treated. If you act like a cunt, don't be surprised when they treat you like a cunt.
Gets mad about it. But the thing is,
Ferret, is your mic still fucking up?
I could hear her squeaking in the background. I think she's on the train. Maybe she's getting a ticket. I don't know. Right, but yeah, G-Fish, everything I did, I fucking defended you, mate. Literally, even if you're friend of us after this, I'm not gonna feel bad, but I don't care about Ferret because of what Ferret did. I can never trust her again. But,
I can never trust you again.
What?
Fuck you.
Okay, I know we're going to a different thing, but I just want to spoil it. G-Fish gave up on Tribat a little bit after this call. Completely gave up. Now G-Fish, like I said, G-Fish is really sweet. He likes to give people the benefit of a doubt. He's really nice. Okay? And when G-Fish loses all respect for you, that's a really bad sign. G-Fish fucking hates him. He hates Dean full force. He cannot fucking stand him. He hates him as much as he hates SA. And he has a good reason to hate SA too, because SA, the Troon Coon, can I say that on YouTube? I hope I can. I hope I don't get flagged by a flaggot. I wouldn't want that to happen, would I? But, yeah. He kept talking over it. Yeah, I know. He does that a lot. We did this throughout most of the last calls I've shared. Again, just watch the previous ones. You'll see it. You will definitely hear it. We talk over each other a lot. I'm doing it because I've put my dick on the table and said, yeah, I'm not dealing with this. I've heard you talk enough. Action speaks louder than words. That's what I know. I lost my train of thought. Right. Okay, so G-Fish gave up on Tribat. And Tribat's like, hey, if you add me on Steam or you add me on Discord, I'll let you back in and shit. We're good friends, all this we're good buddies. We're good friends. And G-Fish was, no, fuck you. I don't like you. Go fuck yourself. And he tried to end it off peacefully, but no. And now Tribat's screaming that G-Fish betrayed him and stabbed him in the back. Nah, that's not betrayal. I'll go ahead and say this. Betrayal, if you want to know what betrayal looks like, you should just see what Cammy and Dean did to me with the whole Ruben shit. That's betrayal. They could go on this for a while, but it's been so long, so fuck it. When Ruben got outed, before he got outed, when I found out about Kraft and the shit he was drawing on Ink Bunny, I had to throw him out. I could have taken that and acted like it never happened, but No, I had to boot his account, even though he abandoned it. And he's not doing those drawings anymore. I can't associate with them neither, because I already know too much. I don't even hate him neither. If I'm being honest, I don't like him. I'm not friends with him. But it kind of sucks, but that's just how it goes. You don't really know who you're talking about. Portrayed by a man-child and a woman-child. Basically, yes. And they tried to throw me out there to the wolves. And it wasn't over Ruben either. It was because I talked about Rogue Internet Man. And Rogue Internet Man didn't like me very much. The fat grifter who kills dogs, by the way. I won't lie, I broke down. Because I thought I was talking to my friends. Like they were really disappointed with me. No, they hated me. And yeah, I get it. I'm not deflecting neither. Like, yeah, I fucked up not reading his journals. They were sent to me, but I don't know what to really believe. I gave Ruben the benefit of a doubt, basically. Just like how Nora gave Cammy the benefit of a doubt when all this shit was going down. But then he had to swallow it. That Cammy was basically using him. And that's kind of why me and Nora are friends right now. Are we super best buds? Not really. But we're on way better terms than we were before. And it could have been handled with better if Cammy wasn't basically trying to use Nora as a shield. And Dean wasn't a fucking retard. And they did a lot of damage. It wasn't just to me neither. They did it to a lot of people. They did it with Ferret. They gaslit Ferret for quite a while. They did it with G-Fish a little bit as well. They definitely did it with Nora, which really sucks. Because he swooped in to defend Cam and he kind of ate shit on that one. Which, that hurts. And I sympathize. I do. I really do. But, yeah, all these standards and shit they set out, none of these two fucking idiots live. Nobody does, really. No one in this situation really lived up to the standards they painted for me. So that's kind of how we got to this point a little bit. So there you go. A little bit more of an update. Not really an update, but a little bit more of a catch up to speed how we got here sort of thing. I guess that's what the second or third one? This is going to be a long stream. I don't know, when we hit the hour mark, I'm going to take a breather, because my voice is going to be shit. It's going to be shit after this. I probably held the standard. Well, you know, it is what it is a little bit.
I can never trust you. I can't trust you anymore, because literally...
I can't imagine why she wouldn't trust you
anymore.
And
I hope you get exposed. Ferret, whenever it comes to arguing with you, it's always about politics.
And you always bring up politics.
No, it's her that brings up the politics. So... You find it weird that whenever I argue with anyone else, it's never about politics. Whenever I argue with Ferret, it always seems to be about politics. And literally, Ferret didn't even talk to me at all when the fucking thing got overturned. And the moment she said that, oh yeah, I didn't talk to you because of the thing being overturned, I was like, it's been 3 fucking days. It's like, because I knew you weren't supposed. It's like, well, now that you say that, why should we? You didn't give her the fucking, you didn't give her the chance to. So why should we, like, fucking give you the chance to if you weren't going to give us the chance?
I guess she's on, like, the train or something. That's why she's muted.
I can hear the squeaking in the background. Whoa! Here's a minute. Here's a minute. Is that about coming out?
I knew he was going to attack me if I did say anything to him. That's why I didn't say
messages. There's that
In hindsight, I should have really clipped this down. I'm sorry. I cannot fucking stand talking to any of these fucking people. But I think we might take some time to jump ahead a little bit. Just a little bit. See when we get Cammy back in. I know there's a part where I think we might have to just go through it like, I don't want to do this Because there's a part where he talks about the guy who tried to hit on Nora. And I want to get to that part, but I don't remember where exactly it is. I wish I knew. I wish I knew. Oh well.
And he was going to attack me if I did say anything to him. That's why I didn't say anything.
Because I knew you were. For fuck's sake. The only reason I fucking kicked off is because whenever you do come in the groups, when we're doing a fucking stream or anything like that, and everyone was laughing. Last time you came on the stream, you could hear everyone was laughing and having a good time, and you just went, I'm depressed. And then you made the next half an hour about you. You didn't clock on that everyone went silent. Everyone just shut the hell up when you were talking. Some people left.
Cat called me a bitch. Something she DM'd me.
Well, at least you're still able to DM you. I thought you would have blocked each other by now. Well,
you know what's funny? Dean was gonna scream at Ferret for not blocking me. She was peer pressured and screamed at to block me by Dean, because Dean was very big mad at me. Just a little bit of trivia for you.
It's a positive sign. We're able way. Like, literally, like, between the fucking three of yous, Chief is the one going off. Fucking, like, I'll take back no fucking questions asked.
Said I didn't do shit to him.
But, like, literally, Ferret, like, it took, like, next to nothing for you to just fucking backstabbings like that. Like, literally, first thing you did when you went back the bag was just tell him everything I told you. Everything about me, you literally just gave it the bag. You know what he does with it. You know he posts shit online. You know he does it on Twitter. You knew what he was going to do. Literally, the thing that you did was literally go, oh, I don't feel good, and the person that didn't make me feel good, I want them to fucking feel like shit. You don't go to fix things. You don't look to see if you were the problem. You just want to get back at the person.
I'm not the problem this time. Bitch. I tried to do everything.
You didn't.
I tried to do
everything nothing.
Correctly.
All you did was yell at us.
And then
I don't mean to interrupt on that one. Mind if you can give us an overview of what Tribat talked about when Nora was being shit on? Was being hit on. Oh, you're talking about the thing. I know what you're talking about. To keep it short, Tribat invited this dude who he didn't even know. Supposedly, he didn't know on my Discord server a while back, because I guess he wanted to play games, because I guess he watches Tribat's shitty fucking streams where he streams Payday 2 and nothing else, because we're watching, I don't know, Cooking with Jack, some other really low-hanging shit that barely anybody watches on Twitch or some shit. I don't fucking know, and I really don't care. But he invited this dude over to my server, and he was hanging out on Tribat's server, and this guy had these really inappropriate conversations about being into like femboys and sexy high socks or stockings or whatever. Nora's 15. Nora had a role that told everyone on the server that he was a child. He was a minor. He was under the age of 18. But that didn't stop this dude from having these conversations with him. So, and when Nora dropped it and said, I'm 15, I don't want to have this talk, he still kept going. He still kept going. So, they booted him out, and Cammy does what Cammy did, and she had a massive fucking meltdown about it. And she told everyone on the server what's going on, and made a really big fuss about it. It wasn't enough just to kick this guy out of the server. It wasn't enough. She had to make a bigger fuss about it. So she sends these messages to Gfish, And G-Fish came to me in a voice call when me and Eva were talking. I don't remember who else was on the call, but it was definitely me and Eva. And he came in, he pulled me, he was like, Bag, I need to talk to you. Something's going on. I was like, okay, what's going on? This dude told me the username and everything and said, he's on our server, he's having inappropriate conversations with Nora. Because Cammy shared it with G-Fish. And G-Fish, who I think was a moderator at the time, I can't remember exactly. I think he was. We yeeted the guy out. We yeeted him out. I went on Twitter and I made fun of Tribat and Cammy and a little bit of Nora about this, and me and Nora had a back and forth. And it goes on from there. But it's really funny, because I know it's in this call, but I can't remember exactly where. We get to that part, and I don't want to spoil it, because it's really fucked up. But you'll hear it when we get there, because it's very interesting.
Got fed up with you.
And before I forget, G-Fish is only 21. How is he more mature than Tribe and Cammy combined? I have no fucking idea. I have no idea. I'm surprised. I'm surprised myself. But I mean, not really. Like, G-Fish is he's not slow, but he likes to take things slower. He likes to actually look at things and think about the other side a little bit, which takes maturity to do so. Cammy and Dean, they go based on what they see, and they don't care about anything else. None of that shit applies. It's what they deal with. It's shoot first, ask questions later. And to be fair, it's not even like that either. It's just shoot first, don't ask any questions ever. Just act. No thought, just act. Which gets them into a lot of shit. So, there you go.
No, you didn't get fed up. You just yelled at us the moment it started.
I got fed up with everything.
You're yelling at us for something that your government did.
She got fed up.
I was yelling at
which at the same time,
for saying I have no right.
Which at the same time, considering you're here,
all I did was,
do you mind telling G-Fish why you call him a school shooter? I'm dead ass serious about it. We're saying you really want him to ditch them QAnon forums.
Yeah.
I feel like it's because G-Fish is not a sociopath. I agree. That has a twist on it too. I know that he's a little bit desensitized to things. Trust me, when you hit that age at 20, it's kind of like you've seen everything you really need to see, for the most part. I know he's a little desensitized to stuff, but he's not completely. But yeah, he's not a sociopath or a psychopath, which is good. He's still got a moral compass, and he still likes to give people the benefit of a doubt. Cammy and Dean don't do that, and it gets Cammy and Dean a lot of trouble. So that is a factor.
That is a pretty valid concern, because that's how I see what happened.
I'm not a fucking school shooter.
I told him this to his face multiple times.
Yeah, I was there in the call.
I told him this multiple times. Get away from those forums.
You fucking give G-Fish benefit of the doubt. He ain't gonna be one of them fucking psychopaths. Stop treating him like he is.
Yeah, man, all the stuff I post, there's just jokes, man. Like I don't...
Even, literally, the thing that really upsets the most fair was when you were bringing up politics, I made that rule. But then G-Fish clearly made a joke, and it was about Animal Crossing. And then you said, oh, he's a literal Nazi? It was a joke. And it was literally because there was a post, that cat post about Animal Crossing saying, there's 12 potential pigs on, you can have in Animal Crossing, because I didn't know which one we were talking about. And then G-Fish posted in the comments, oh, is it, can you have a one ethnic state or something like that on your island? Was it you said, G-Fish, an ethnic state?
Yeah, yeah.
Because it was just pigs. It was like, that, but literally, Barrett, your reaction was eyeballs or politics. You didn't react to the joke. You just went straight for the rules. When you knew fine well why the rules were added like that.
The rules were added to stop Ferret from talking about politics. Now, Okay, to be a little bit fair, when something gets at Ferret, she does talk about it a lot. I've noticed that before. Like, that does happen. There's been a bit of an incident on my server where there's been a bit of a back and forth about, we have a bit of I had a politics chat on my server. I had to basically discontinue it because people kept fighting in the chat. And that went on for months. So because people were starting to eat each other alive, I had to tell people, okay, we can't have this chat anymore. And it kind of tied. A lot of people were involved with it, but it was Ferret and Krusty who caused probably the most issues in their own way. Now, I'm not doing this to out them or anything, neither, but I'm not going to be completely blind, neither. And ever since the chat's been gone, things have been a little bit better. But yeah, when Ferret's upset about stuff, she'll talk about it a lot. Because she had a back and forth with some other people on the server. And she joined in a voice call. Like, this was all pretty recent, too. The biggest mistake is of a Discord server to have a political vent channel. It wasn't supposed to be like a vent channel, neither. It wasn't. That's not what it was supposed to be for. It was just about posting liberals being stupid and conservatives being stupid, saying dumb shit. It was supposed to be laughing at people doing dumb shit in the name for their precious party that will not save them, because politics is a fucking joke. Political clown world, basically. But it turned into a soapbox a little bit, and me and everybody else got tired of it. I'm sure people were much tired of it long before I discontinued the chat, like, when was it? A week or so ago? So it was pretty recent. But yeah, the chat wasn't supposed to be a soapbox. It wasn't supposed to be for that. But that's kind of what it became. But I stopped it. I should have stopped it earlier, but I don't want to do that. Yeah, sounds about right. Yeah, I know. Okay, fine. I take an L on that one a little bit. Fine. But that wasn't the goal. It just devolved into that. And people got tired of it, so there you go. But yeah, Ferret has a habit of hanging on to things that upset her. She'll talk about it a lot. And she'll kind of run it into the ground. So, that's kind of a thing. Just being a little bit fair. I'm not going to just kiss ass and say Ferret doesn't do anything wrong. Like, a lot of people do it too, but she kind of did it a lot, so there you go.
It wasn't because people were talking about politics. It's because if anyone talked about politics, you would take it seriously. Thing is, if I do talk about politics, it's in a joking manner. The only other person that doesn't talk, the only other person that takes bloody politics seriously is Kat, and that's only when you're not around. Because when you're around, then they just, they either don't talk about politics, or they joke on about politics. But, we don't fucking do that shit to you. But the thing is, because of this Roe versus Wade thing, literally, when I was streaming with friggin' Whiskey, if you can find the fucking stream, it was probably at the beginning of said stream. I forgot what game I was playing with him, but, I literally said, when that thing got announced, I was worried about you. And now you were always offline, I didn't want to message you. Fair, I was fucking concerned.
She's not naming me right now, so I can't say anything right now.
Right, fucking give us a minute. Think of just making sure anyone's ringing. Right, yeah, a couple of days ago I went in for a fucking scan on my chest and I think there's something on my lungs.
Oh, Jesus.
Before we head on break, because after this I'm gonna take a breather and play some music. Play a little music. Play something a little more, maybe something a little bit more on point instead of just something from V the fucking musical. I'm sorry. That was just the first song I thought of when I started the stream. I don't think anybody was really here to hear it. But, Ferret told me, and I believe her to a degree, not 100%, but knowing how Cammy and Dean act, it makes me believe she's telling more of the truth than they are. So they had this rule thing. Ferret comes in depressed and the voice calls when they're streaming, and it's an inconvenience. And yeah, sure, that can be the case. Fine. So she stops showing up for streams. She starts being in VC calls, and then they get concerned about her. So I guess Dean DMs her and asks her, "Okay, what's going on?" So she tells him, and then he gets mad. So she's not in voice calls, venting like they say she is. So she doesn't show up. She vents in DMs when they're not streaming, when they're not doing anything at all. They're just DMing like, "Hey, what's up? What's going on? You okay?" And she lets them know, and then they get mad. So she can't really win either way. She cannot win. She can't win. Okay. That's where we're at. Let me make sure I write down the time. We only made it into like, what is it? Where the hell's my pen? Do I have a pen here? I need a pen. Where's my pen? No, I don't see a pen there. Ugh. God damn it. I need a pen. I have to go on the quest for a pen or something to write this down. I'm writing this down like a Neanderthal. I should just type it on my iPad. It's literally right next to me. Let me type this out. We'll head on break. Play some music. What is it? 13. Let me just start a new thing. Here we go. An hour 13 20. Okay, that's where we left off. Why not use a notepad? I have a notepad. That's why I was looking for a pen, dummy. His bag is lazy. No, it's because I don't have a pen next to me. I can't find one on my fucking desk. Or in my drawers. On my desk. Dumb. You guys are dumb. You guys don't listen. You guys don't listen. Don't you know who I am? I'm a big deal. The digital one. Why not? Because I have OBS completely covering my stream. I'm a lazy fuck. That's why. That's why. But I have it written down. Okay, not that big of a deal. Let's take a short break. Get us some music going. He's not lazy. He's just not motivated. Shut up! Stop bullying me. I do not like it when you guys bully me. That is not okay. That is... I feel your pen. I feel your pen bags. I can never find pens neither. What am I, a fucking voodoo doll now? I'm sure somebody really wants a voodoo doll of me now. I'm sure of it. Alright, let's get my YouTube thing up. Here we go. Can I pull this up a little faster? There we go. Alright, play some music. We'll be back in a few minutes. Do I have my fucking thing open? Yeah, I have it. Okay, good. Okay, be back in a few minutes.
Sky,
Man, I wish I was on Odyssey. I wish YouTube would let you play more edgy shit, but unfortunately I can't. Oh well, it is what it is. Fill your pen. These fat fingers on this phone, bro. Oh, your fingers. Fingers. I need to turn that off. There we go. Oh, you don't want to see the magic, do you? Wow, this is what it looks like in OBS. This is how I get all this shit on the screen. You hit this icon, disappears. Look at that. There it is again. Woo! Look at that. See my mic thing here too. And if you ever want to wonder why audio kind of doubles over and echoes, it's because I'm stupid and I forget to turn this thing off. So if I play a video, let me just play a random one. I'll show you what I'm talking about. It'll pick it up double. I should give you a taste. I forget to turn that off. Alright. Let's get back to where we left off. And we left off at the hour and 13 minute mark. Or hour 20, whatever, it don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter.
Oh, Jesus.
Then we go and fucking share and I'm set. Keep just fucking. I told Kat it's like it's now. Right. Like yeah. Fucking like Ferret. I didn't do anything to friggin' upset you on purpose. The only time like I got really upset was because like when you came into the chat, you made it all about you. It's like there's like 5 people here enjoying themselves, and you literally just came in and just dominated it with yourself. It's like nobody was making it about themselves; they were just joking about certain like situations. They were talking about this and the other, but like because you made it about you, like and changed the subject entirely, nobody could get into it. And no, like literally, like that, like me mate Whiskey bloody messages saying that like he doesn't know what to say and he's just gonna stay quiet because he feels like if he says anything, it's gonna come out sounding wrong, no matter what he said. You put people in a really iffy situation when you started doing that, and people didn't like it. That's why I put a ban on certain things, because you dominate it and people don't know what to say, and they either leave or they don't talk. And that's what got us mad, because you've done it so often and on a regular basis as well. I don't even understand how you don't see yourself doing it. Like, surely you should be seeing yourself doing it.
She's DM'd me saying that you were mocking her like multiple times.
She says that all the time. I don't mock her. Well, if I mock her, it's usually because she's mocked me first and it's a back and forth. I don't normally go for a first unless I know she's going to say something back to us.
Unless it's me, of course. When I never did really anything to you. Unless it's me. I find that bullshit, to be honest. I find that a little hard to swallow. I don't do that to you. I don't usually do that. Sure, buddy.
So I thought that's what we like usually did. We just banter back and forth like the muffin. Like should post the Tribad's dog is a muffin. I go, my dog is not a fucking muffin.
You know, yeah. I gotta ask, why would Kat just immediately jump to saying you have no rights? Can I just ask that question? Like honestly,
yeah.
Like, why take it to that angle?
Honestly, I didn't delve into that. I thought that was an inside joke between Ferret and Kat, and I just didn't answer it.
Like, you understand that's kind of fucked up, especially when she's upset about, you know, what's been going on. Like, yeah, there's that. There's an armor-piercing round on that one, a little bit. Again, they can sure as hell dish it out, but they can't really take it, can they? And anytime when Dean is mad, and I've seen from DMs that Ferret showed me before, a month or so before this talk, before they basically gaslit her for a while. when Tribet DMs you and he's fucking angry, he all caps. And you know he's mad. So maybe that's a perfect example of what it's like whenever you're fully fucking loaded up on Tard Rage. Whenever you spurg out so much, and it's always in all caps, that some people, whenever you're doing all caps, they assume you're fucking angry. So, you know, maybe that could be a factor a little bit. Maybe. But again, you know, Ferret said to both of them, like, don't talk to me about politics anymore. Like, it makes me upset. And they didn't want to talk about it, so they immediately jump right into it. Try baby. We call him Crybat. That's what we call him. I call him Rape Bat or Rape It Dean for his little allegations he's got going on. That's what I like to call him, because it's funny and I know it pisses him off. Calls me a groomer, and he's got these allegations.
Look, I was just saying about Cat and you is I don't want you to keep talking about fucking Cat. I want you to leave Cat alone. I couldn't give a fuck what you do about me. It's Cat I'm concerned about.
That's a lie, too. That's a fucking lie. Straight up. That's a lie. When I threw this at him, again, because, do I have this here? I'm pretty sure I have it in OBS. Pulling this up. Where is it? Back? No, that's not it. That's not it. It's in one of the slideshows. Here we go. I'll have to find it. Nope, there's the picture. Found it. I did this. I sent this to Tribet's fucking for Affinity. Again, I want to remind you. I just want to remind you before I go on. Tribet literally fucking called basically everyone on K9's server. I remember that wall of text. I do too. Does he still have it up on his fucking Furfinity? I imagine he still does. He said he was being stalked. He didn't. It was me. That's why he wrote it. He wrote it about me. He wrote it. It was about me, but he didn't want to say my name. He didn't want to give me attention. Again, just a reminder. K9 server's full of pedophiles because they did exactly what he says. You can literally find it with Google search. They type it in. They Google it about Virus 20. Again, see the other streams for more context, because I go over this a lot more. And those ones. They literally do this. And what's he doing? Yo, K9, I don't feel comfortable being around pedophile defenders. Why'd you invite me here? They literally did exactly what he said to do. They Googled it and they found nothing. And that's his reaction. And it was because Virus 20, like, he draws kink art every now and again of characters that are minors that are in school and shit. Very sus. Very sus. I don't like Virus 20 either. I know a lot of people who really don't. So, and that's part of the reasons why they don't. But Dean took it an extra step further. He proceeded to fucking post the actual, like, kink NSFW minors that Virus 20 did, and he got banned for it, and he got really mad. He got mad about that. So it's really funny to see. So, again, when I hit him with this, he deletes my message, because this is after he deleted it completely. And he roasts this big fucking cope fest about me. So, and he's swooping in to defend Cammy, who by his own logic, by his own shoot first, ask no questions at all mentality, he shouldn't be defending her. Shouldn't. But here he is doing it anyway. So just fucking dumb. Just really fucking stupid. I don't know.
If you post something about me tomorrow or something like that, yeah, I will be mad.
Dude, you said you wanted to kill me. You wanted to kill me if I talked about it.
I only said that the one time, and that's because I was getting sick of the stalking.
Yeah, see, there you go. I was sick of the stalking. He's talking about me. Now, what was that? Let me see if I have that. Do I have it here somewhere? No, that's not it. That's Kemi saying, yeah, I drew this, and, yeah, all that. Where the hell is it? Do I have it here? That's not it. Okay, that's a funny picture, but that's not it. Let's try that. Let me find it here, because, yeah, he says this. Here we go. I have to move the Cammy picture. Hold on. I swear to God, I'll kill him. Why are you still talking to him, by the way? Tribat wants to murder me. So, yeah, he would not be able to handle this at all. No way. Said he was being stalked. Yeah, the stalker. He's gonna kill his stalker. Totally. She's DMing me. Ferret, I don't know where Ferret is right now. I really wish you'd unmute and just talk to him directly.
Well,
I'm not trying to throw you out there, but I really feel like you should be talking. I guess you're like in public or something, but unless you want to pick if you want to pick like another time, then fine. That's I guess
I tell you what.
Work. And just so people know, yeah, she was out in public. I hope she had like headphones in. Wait, hold on. What? I heard rumors that he beat his coworker with his sketchbook over them wanting to see what he drew. Well, I mean, if you've seen Dean's art, yeah, he'd probably beat the shit out of somebody for looking at his weird fucking inflation shit. No offense, Toonie. No offense. Again, I don't have much room to talk. I don't have a kink, okay? Chat, you cannot prove anything. You cannot. No. You cannot. You cannot prove. I don't have my examples to pull up. Oh well. It is what it is, I guess. Can't prove anything. But that's pretty funny. Again, it ties in to, some of the other stuff we know. I know that he apparently broke into somebody's house to steal shit because it was just a prank, bro. We have the rape allegations, which I've lovingly pointed out a little bit. A little bit. And now we have another story where he beats the shit out of somebody with a book, a sketchbook, just because they wanted to see what he was drawing. And remember, I showed it earlier. I don't want to dig through it again. He wants to murder me. He wants to kill me. Oh, he's going to really kill me now. He'll have to join Rogue Internet Man. And I guess Todd Raccoon next. I guess it's 3 people who probably want to come to my house to teach me a lesson. It's not going to be a lesson. It's going to be a super ultra mega monster lesson I need to be taught for talking about pieces of shit online. Doxing, homeless, I use that term loosely, homeless pig, a dude who lives in a shed, who threatens to dox his own girlfriend, also tries to go out to other people's houses to play music and act like a fucking retard for no reason, just because he could, because he was bored, because he wants to be super involved in internet trolling guys, then he gets doxed, and then he runs away from the internet like a fat pussy with a very small dick, and trust me, I've seen it before uncensored. And the other one is a alleged rapist who wants to come over here and kill me. Maybe he wanted to rape me first before he kills me. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows?
If Ferret wants to just add us back in and then just call us whenever they want to, that's up to them.
Yeah. They
can pick the time when they want to call me. I won't message them unless I find something they like. Like, I know they like the ferrets, so I'll just send them ferret pictures like I normally do.
I don't forgive you.
I know you won't forgive us.
I don't forgive you.
You won't forgive me?
You guys have been mocking me for days and weeks, and you laughed at my pain. Why the fuck should I forgive you?
You've been mocking me as well. I thought it was a back and forth.
No, I didn't. When you told me to stop doing the dead jokes, you know what I did? I fucking stopped. Not anymore.
Oh yeah, I was mad about the dead dad jokes because literally, as I said, you can.
And I stopped.
Which is really quiet for me. I said don't make fun of my dad because like when Bag does it, I know Bag's just doing it to get under my skin.
Yeah, I kind of am a little bit. The main reason why I do that, like, look, here's the thing. I'm not insulting family. It's kind of fucked up. The only times I do that is for pieces of shit who try to use their family as leverage. And even then, I try to be a little more careful. But Dean, he wanted to make fun of my dead brother, but he can't handle it when people make fun of his dead dad. That fucking bothers him. People on my own server make fun of my brother who's dead. And part of the reason is because we never liked each other. We hated each other. Especially before he died. So that's one of the only few like personal things. Like I pathologically lie about a lot of things, like where I live exactly. I always do that. It's a defensive mechanism. Like it's not because I'm like a pathological liar. It's defensive. So that way people have a slightly harder time figuring out my docs. I'll get doxed eventually, and whenever that does happen and people find out about it, I'll be straight. So, but I can handle people on my server make jokes like that. It doesn't bother me, because I mean these are just people on the internet who are just talking. Like it's not that big of a deal. Like who cares? I can blow shit off like that. Dean can't do that. He really cannot. But he can sure as hell dish it out. But he sure as hell cannot take it. Definitely cannot. So, and again. As far as the dead dad jokes, the other reason is because Dean said his dad got raped. That's why he hates pedophiles. Why would he stick up for Cammy when, by his own logic, she's already a pedophile? It doesn't make sense. It literally makes no fucking sense. That's why I make fun of him. Make fun of him for throwing his dead dad under the bus like that as an excuse, but he can't hold himself to his own standards. That's why. It's not because I hate his family or anything. It's because Dean's just a piece of shit doing this. It's fucking awful. It's just terrible. Yeah, pretty much.
Well, I can ignore that. But like, me and Bag aren't on good terms, whereas me and you were. I was like, Ferret, you know what it's like for me and my dad. Don't joke about that. But you didn't say sorry about that. You want to told you don't talk about my dad. I said
sorry anymore.
I literally the thing as well as I said to you, Ferret, and this is one thing is you can joke about anything. Just leave my family out of it.
No,
literally.
No. Fuck you. You said I can joke about anything, but then you make a limit. No.
You can joke about anything just as long as it isn't my family. Like, you pick up my dog and I joke back with that.
But I gotta ask you, like, honestly, like, if you're willing to make fun of, like, you know, my family and shit like that, like, that doesn't get under my skin neither, but you're opening floodgates on that. Like, how exactly does that make you much better?
Well, to be fair, you started with the fucking...
I started it?
You started. I didn't make fun of your brother up until you started whining about it.
I broke down. I broke down because I thought you were my friends. And you turn around and you made fun of me for that. You don't have any empathy or compassion or anything. You're a sociopath. Really? You have none.
Oh, really? I got no empathy.
He doesn't. He really doesn't at all. Like, I explained this last time. I was in that call being dogpiled. All the stress got to me. I broke down. I was very upset. I'm not going to lie. I was very upset. A lot of things. I thought when that was going down, I thought this would be the last time I'd ever be on the internet. I would just pack up shop and leave. Like, that's how upset I was. And this is like the first time in a long time I've ever had that feeling. Because it wasn't a good feeling. But again, Cammy and Dean knew about the other stuff that shows I wouldn't stand for what Ruben was doing if I fully knew. And because I talked about Rogue and I wasn't very popular, I guess, even though they actually got a chance to kind of know me a bit, all that shit gets thrown out. All of it. And they did this for a guy who kills dogs and doxes people and tries to fuck with people in real life. Then when somebody finds out who he is, he runs away like the fat pussy he is. That's why we got to this point a little bit. It was never about Ruben, and the entire reason why was because Kex was lying, and I don't know what to believe with all the shit going on. My whole entire goal was to help K9 get over his fucking his grudge problems and move on. That was the point. That was the whole point of what was going on. That's why. It wasn't to get clout and expose Kex. He left me with no choice that I had to go to retards like Dean and Ruben. And I know I shit talk him but I'm a bit mixed on JWB's involvement. But I mean, kind of in that sphere as well. And yeah, people fake shit about Ruben. Shit, I had a breakdown. I did. It was like, I wanted to not just fuck with people, I wanted to actually help somebody for once, rather than be an asshole because Kex was nice to me. But he left me with no choice for a while. And it was tempting just to be in a call just to chew him out for the shit, but instead I continued on that whole redemption story I wanted to show. Because I don't think every person who's a Spurgate deserves to just be thrown out and just left to the wolves for, people to make fun of online. Some of these people really need help. And I know it's kind of stupid to do that stuff a little bit, depending on who you're talking to, but Kex actually improved a lot more. He has the capacity to improve. Because if he didn't, he would have never talked to me at all. G-Fish was the one who set that up for us to talk, which continued on to trying to better him. That was the whole point. That was the whole point of doing the canine video. I wanted to show he didn't have to do like all these super absurd things. He just had to do some very basic stuff, like don't vent about personal issues on your server where anyone can see it. That was the whole thing. Cammy and Dean knew that story. They knew why. It wasn't because I love pedophiles and I want pedophile groomers to hang out on my server. That's them being disingenuous. And I wasn't thinking too clearly because I was upset about a lot of the stuff that was going on. I was upset because I was basically being stabbed in the fucking back by two people who I trusted. I thought they were my friends and they never were. Which is one of the reasons why I don't like believing in internet friends. This is why. And that shit still hangs with me too. That's still stuff I think about. Because if I can't trust, if Cammy gets outed for having an ink bunny full of cub porn, and I don't look into her and I'm trusting her with this, could I trust anyone else on my own server? That's a serious thought that pops into my head. And I told the story about my brother because that was a catalyst that really pushed me to wanting to do things better. Along with the other story, I don't want to talk about it. I can't talk about that story without being upset. Because it's a story my dad had to deal with. I'm sorry. I know some people probably want to hear it, but I'm not going to say it. I'm sorry. I don't. It makes me very upset. Especially when my job was supposed to be a surgical tech, but I couldn't do it. You can trust me. Nah. Not really. Sorry. My friend scope is pretty small, and I'm going to keep it small as possible. I'm not going to say like it's best to keep it to yourself. Yeah, pretty much, but yeah. Hide your power level. Pretty much. I kind of hid it a little bit. I broke down. I didn't let it stop me. Because, hey, you get stabbed in the back like I did, I'm pretty sure a lot of people got upset. And just to add, when Cammy was being outed and all this shit was going down, everybody broke down. Everybody's told me that. Nora broke down in tears when he found out Cammy was a lying cunt. He doesn't trust Tribat at all. Spoilers. He's lost a lot of trust in him. Dean broke down when I mentioned his rape allegations on Twitter a little bit. Ferret broke down. She broke down because of some other stuff. G-Fish broke down. Eva broke down. Everybody was in tears, basically. At least once. So, there you go. And if you want to go further, I'm sure Rogue broke down in tears when he got doxxed, but he fucking deserved it. It's okay, I prefer to be an acquaintance. Look, I'm not going to be a dick to people who I don't consider my friends. Like, hey, treat people the way you want to be treated. You know, that's my life thing. You have to do something really fucked up like Cammy and Dean for me to really just shit and rip roar into you. There are people in my server I don't like all that much, but it's whatever, you know? It's not that big of a deal. But look, I'm talking too much about this. The point is, though, my story was about me wanting to help people. Dean's story is trying to justify why he hates pedophiles, and then he basically keeps a pedophile in his server and stabs his dad in the back. I never threw my brother under the bus. Even though we hated each other, I never did that. There's a huge fucking difference. You don't.
Well, what the hell was I saying to G-Fish then? What was that I was doing with G-Fish? Was that manipulation?
Pretty much. You're like, oh, look at all these nice things I did for you. If I turned that around and said it to you, you'd say I was a manipulator too.
You are a manipulator.
See?
Because literally, how quickly did you get all that info from fucking Ferret?
I got all the info. She
you
gave
got
it to me
it
on her own accord. I didn't goat. I did not goat her. I did not goat her into giving me anything.
Oh really? Ferret,
I didn't.
You want to back that up?
I didn't. I didn't. I didn't. I literally hopped in the call just to sort out the thing that she said that tipped me off a little bit. She explained that side, and she also talked about Dean, which I wasn't really expecting. And again, that call, I didn't show all of that call before because it got really depressing because Ferret started talking about the shooting in her area. And also, Ferret was very upset in that call. You can find it. It's one of the Rogue streams. It's like towards the end. I forget which one, but you can see it in the title. It says something's wrong with Ferret. I think it's the name of it. You can kind of get a taste of that one. Just to know a little bit about how that was going. She came to me and told me. I didn't ask her about it. G-Fish, Ferret, did I say to leak any messages? I didn't. See? I didn't.
No.
Really? So why did you?
You can't see it. I had to crop... Again, I explained this the first time I talked about this. I had to crop this video because later on I start pulling up some of the trace pictures and I can't show them on stream. And they were uncensored as well, by the way. But they're typing in the chat. They're typing in the chat saying, I didn't. Because I didn't. Just so people know. That's why it's cropped like this, if you're wondering.
No, so everything I told you in confidence, why did you? We were still friends at that point. You were fed up. But what you wanted to do is the guy that we've been having problems with, who you were having problems with, you wanted to make sure that he gave me problems. You wanted him off your back, but you wanted to make sure he took aim at me. You told him stuff that I told you in secret. No. You were literally in my group. You were literally in my friend group. You still be friends at the time. And literally, the reason why you're acting like this is because you're just upset about that Roe versus Wade thing.
You know, I want to make this another point as well. This is probably a good reason why you really shouldn't tell people your personal things that you really don't want others to try to use against you. You know, you kind of don't want to do that. Like how you have rape allegations, or apparently you beat the shit out of somebody with a sketchbook just because they want to know what you were fucking drawing. You know? Makes you come off as a little unhinged when... Like, here's one thing you need to know about friends. You should be careful what you tell people. Like, it might feel good to tell somebody a story about how you were so mad that you wanted to, I don't know, shoot up your school, or you thought about it. You thought about becoming the next school shooter or whatever. That's something you don't want to tell people. You don't want to tell people that, because if you piss your friends off hard enough, they're going to tell people that. It's the same thing. It's the same thing that happened to Rogue Internet Man too, about his dog killing stories, like the glass in the hamburger. But there are multiple stories of that too that are circulating. I don't know how super truthful they are, but it does not look good. Does not look good at all. You don't want to do that. Don't tell people that kind of shit. It might feel good to get it off your chest that you told somebody, but if you tell it to the wrong person, especially somebody who you treat like shit, don't be shocked when people start finding out about it and start laughing at you about it. Just a heads up from experience.
Well, while you literally live in a state where it's not going to be affected. You're saying, oh, we're going to be getting people that I'm worried about. You're worried about the next election. Fucking last time your place was a fucking Republican state was in 1944. I had to Google that. Just to see how much of a stronghold your area is. Yeah, I know you don't give a fuck about other people. That's why people leave you.
It's funny hearing Dean say this. G-Fish left this side. Every person on my server who saw the shit going on, they hate him as well. And let me see if I can find that message. I have it in the... Where is it? Where is it? I have it here somewhere. Shit. Autonomous Ferret Meltdown. Here we go. This is funny to me. I still love this. And I'll read this out. And this is one of Tribat's friends, by the way. Wait, Ferret. I'm a bit surprised. Didn't think I'd see someone I'd recognize. Hi. I am friends with Bat. Don't know if you recognize my name. Yeah, we had a falling out. Oh gosh, I'm sorry to hear that. He has a tendency to break off friendships, but you were pretty cool, IRC. There you go. Dean does this to anybody. So this really applies to him too. Definitely. And just a reminder, because I'm kind of spoiling it, Nora essentially lost a lot of... I don't know how truthful Nora is on this, but he said before he does not trust Tribat much anymore, especially since Cammy got outed. So that's something to consider. Especially when Nora's been watching some of these Dean streams. So, take that as you will.
Why don't you think about that? You told us, you told me, you told Kat, all the people you knew in real life left you. And the way you've been going on, like, I don't even know how you don't go, well, maybe I'm the problem. You don't. You think everyone else is the problem.
I mean, I never went away. I mean,
yeah, because you stalked her for 4 months.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, of course. And this is why I keep coming back. Because shit keeps getting even more fucked up every time.
Why are you fucking stalking her? Really?
Why am I stalking? Oh,
yeah, why are you stalking?
I'm stalking. Oh.
They said they left me
it's just my predator instinct, I guess. Oh boy.
And you guys think that that's fine? That you're saying that to me? You saying that like G-Fish? You said you left because of the negativity. Yet he's saying that unprompted.
Yeah, it's a fair point. It is kind of fucked up.
Thanks, G-Fish. Like, dude, literally, like, out of everyone here, like, you're probably the only one who would, like, take it back without an apology. Or without having to put any effort in.
That never happened, by the way. G-Fish like, no, fuck you. G-Fish fully hates Tribat. I've already mentioned this before, but I like saying it, because Dean thought that if he kissed G-Fish's ass enough, because it's funny because G-Fish was the one who told Ferret to leave the server because Ferret was getting upset about shit. So he was sitting here watching this stuff go along, and he knew it bothered Ferret. So he told her, hey, why don't you step away? Why don't you just leave? Because it's obviously getting to you. He's in these calls, he's seeing and hearing it. And he's the only one, aside from Ferret a little bit, who's not kissing Dean or Cammy's ass. So he was still on, like, I guess I don't want to say he was like on my side, but he was on my server and he still liked me. We'll say that. So
if you just send me a friend request, I'll just click it. I wouldn't even question it. Ferret or Wood? Bag, I don't really care about. Bag, I
know. Because I didn't read a journal that day.
No, I just want you to leave Carl alone.
No, I mean, I gave you an apology. I poured my heart about that shit, and you still made fun of me for it.
Yeah, like, that's the thing.
Dude,
the difference between giving an apology and wanting an apology.
You tried to say I was a manipulator for getting you to do an interview. You came to me first.
No. You're not a manipulator for getting me to do an interview.
Then
you're
why'd you say that?
Because you wanted fucking... Yeah, I've seen you a manipulator because you wanted a hat fucking K9. You wanted all the shit so you come back.
I have never asked K9 for that hat back. That was only a thing I thought about. Like, would he do it? I don't know.
Said, I don't want that hat anymore. Got a better one. It was literally over a hat.
It was... No, it wasn't. I've told Dean multiple times, including in our own interview from last year, it wasn't over the hat. It was over Kex hiding the vent chat. I told him to not keep up because people like me at the time, before I decided to help him instead of fucking with him, because it was very weird to see and shit. Because at the time I have no allegiance to like anybody. I'd fuck with anyone. It didn't matter. I was toxic. But I knew seeing that shit that opened Kex up to being fucked with by people like me at the time. So I told him to hide the vent chat. I told him in DMs, get rid of that vent chat. So he hid, instead of deleting it, he hid the vent chat from me. That's the problem. And he was lying to me for months about that. He wasn't telling me the truth. And I only found out by accident because Eva, you know, the one who I apparently groomed into being my hot internet GF, even though we're just friends online, and that's pretty much it. You know? She let it slip that the vent chat was never deleted. He didn't even have the courtesy to fucking... courtesy. He didn't even take what... He just ignored me. He hid the chat away, and I thought he was listening. I didn't think he would scoop that fucking low. That was the problem. And I told Dean this, and the other people on the server, and Dean dumbs it down to the gift I sent him. It was all over a hat. A Team Fortress 2 ad. A hat I paid like $200 for when I got it. That I gave the Kex on Christmas almost 2 years ago. It wasn't over the hat. It was over him lying about the chat. That was the fucking problem. Not the hat. Not the hat. But yeah, he did say that I apparently manipulated him and groomed him into doing an interview. Even though he came to me first. He did. Do I have that one? Can I pull this one up? Let me find it. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. Here we go. Here we go. These are the first DMs he sent me. Hello, I've been told to contact you over Kex. Here and what I've had to deal with in the past. I never sent anyone to come out here. Never sent anyone to do this. You will never find a DM or anything of me telling other people to come meet me and talk about another dude online. I didn't. Everybody came to me. I didn't go out and try to search for anybody. I didn't. That's a fucking lie. And he still says I groomed him. Fucking dumbass. It's over a hat. No. It was because he lied to me. You didn't pay attention to any of the canine stuff. You did not.
Ferret, there's only... You keep saying, I hate all men. You got two...
And I still love how he just jumps back into Ferret, because he knows he's full of shit. I'm sorry. I don't mean to cut off every few seconds, but there's so much fucking wrong with what he's saying. We're not at the end of it yet. But when we hit the 2 hour and 10 minute, we'll take another break and hopefully blow the rest of this out. Hopefully. Maybe. I don't know. I have to stop interrupting so much.
Fucking lads here that took you back. For God knows what reasons why. Oh, wait. G-Fish, I know why. G-Fish is a nice guy. He'll take anyone back. He's a nice guy. Bag literally took you back because he knew you were going to give him shit. Right? Oh, well, why do you always come to my streams and say, oh, God, I hate men. I hate all men. No. You've said, you said you hate men. You say it all the time, you hate men. Never once do you say that you hate women. You always say, I hate men. Literally, you never say that about women. But the one person that's actually sexually abused you was a woman.
Actually, make a correction. It was a troon. So technically, it was a man. Just a troon. Just want to throw that out there.
No, not fuck you. You put all this blame on men and say you don't trust men. But the one person that destroyed your trust the most was a woman. And you give them more fucking trust than you do anyone else. Like, literally, the way you put it to me, is that if you saw that person that sexually fucking harassed you or did anything bad to you in the street, in G-Fish in the street, and you had to choose which one to walk with, you choose them, not G-Fish.
I don't really see that as...
No, dude, like, literally, you should hear, like, whenever they go on about men, it's like, dude,
well,
there's like...
Yeah, I mean,
like,
yes,
guys
I've heard Ferret talk about men before, yes.
What you're confirming that Ferret saying, I don't hate men, I've said it
Did I
multiple
say
times.
that she, like, yeah, I've heard her... Yeah, like, in a joking tone, yeah.
Ferret. Even Bag's saying that you're wrong. Fucking hell, I can't believe you're agreeing with us.
In a troon? You don't know what a troon is? It's a cross between two words. Tranny and goon. It's the trannies that are trannies because they want to try to have... It's not because they're actually trans. They're like incels who join the trans community because they can't get pussy, so they'll become the pussy, basically. It's a way to prey on women or lesbians. That's what it means. I won't be talking much, sorry. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Joking tone. That's what she said to me.
It was always dead ass serious whenever she said it to me, though.
I don't know. I mean, is that just like your mental problems getting in the way, and you just kind of take it that way? Like, I'm asking, like, honestly.
You know when it's fair, when it's a joke, and when it's serious. It's how she delivers it, her tone, and just how long she sticks on it for. If it's a joke, she'll say it once to move on. She'll wait for you to react. If she's really dead ass serious about it, she'll not shut up about it.
Okay, to be fair to Dean, because I have seen this, yes, she does do this. Again, I like Ferret. I do. I trust Ferret a hell of a lot more than I trust most other people. But in terms of people in my circle, I consider friends, she's probably on the lower end a little bit. Because yes, when Ferret does seethe about stuff and she tries to play it off like she can handle it, she'll keep talking about it. Because I've seen this before. Like I can tell. To Dean's credit, he's not wrong about this. But I have confronted her a little bit on it. Not like hard, like Dean does, but I have just kind of mentioned it to her, like, honestly. So, just getting that out there a little bit.
Like how she was, like how she was really obsessed with this child that was at her workplace. And she said that she misgendered them, and they would, like, she spoke about that for, like, 20 minutes.
And was this on stream or something? Or was this just in, like, a voice call?
It was, like, I can't remember if it was, I probably was playing Final Fantasy VII, so...
I mean, no, was it on stream, or was it just, like, in just a voice call? I'm not asking if it was, like, a game or anything.
No, I can't remember, like, it was definitely in a voice call, but would have been, like, I can't remember if it was a stream or not. If it was a stream, I would be able to get it for you. If it's a voice call, like, I don't know. I'll say not all men and still get triggered. I was having a giggle. You never say that. You get dead ass serious, and then you get into a fight with Kat.
I mean, I still have to ask, like, why would Kat jump to making, like, you know, that joke at a time whenever she's, like, really upset?
Well, to be honest, whenever she does make that joke, it's not whenever she's upset. It's normally when Ferret's actually being, like, a bit of a turf herself. Which, by the way, Ferret, you do say that you're a proud turf.
Okay. And?
Like, and I don't even mean in a joking tone. She'll say that even when Kat's not around.
I can't imagine why she'd be a turf after dealing with Cammy. And Cammy is Cat, by the way, for people who don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I mean, and if you want to go further back, we could always talk about Essay's bullshit as well. You know, that guy. Yeah. You deal with really shitty people from a mentally unstable community. They're gonna make you turn off them very quick. And seeing the Keffels thing go down, which, by the way, I hope he's listening to this. It's nice for you to defend Keffels and Liz No Dog when they actually groom children, by the way, into taking illegal homemade HRT. Looks good on you. Really goes to show you your stance.
They'll say stuff like, oh, they hate the trans stuff that they see on Twitter.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Like, literally, just like saying, why is it that, like, Kat says, I have no rights. It's like, well, why are you doing an active thing of, like, looking on Twitter that's, like, to be disgusted by trans people? I mean, like, what do you call it? Like, why is it, like, she says that, like, me and Kat are, like, really mean to her, but then she goes out and does really mean things on Twitter, and then tells us about it. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like,
I don't know. I don't really have a whole lot to say about that.
Like,
well, I kind of do. Ferret is a Democrat, if I'm not mistaken. She follows a lot of, like, left-leaning accounts, and a lot of leftists, they like to harp on the trans stuff and all the shitty things that they do that they won't, what's the word? They won't disavow. I was going to say condone, but that's not the right word. So she kind of can't escape it when she uses Twitter. And I've seen Ferret's Twitter. It's mostly her looking up, like, Payday 2 fan art and shit like that. An occasional, like, gimmick meme accounts like Crypto Bros Taking L's, like accounts like that, and it goes into her timeline, it pisses her off. I don't like, even whenever I don't use Twitter very often, but even before, Elon took it over and started exposing all the shit that's going on, which I want to talk about sometime later. Yeah, that kind of stuff. You can't really escape it on Twitter, especially since at the time it was like extremely left-leaning. Nowadays it's sort of in the middle. So, it's going to irritate you, especially whenever whatever. It is what it is, I guess. I was kind of hoping she would. I don't know why she's not really speaking. She might be out in public or something. I don't know.
Right. Well, my thing with Ferret is that I just can't believe she went straight back to you and just told you everything. And
well, I mean, look, if you're treating her this nicely or whatever, why would she do that?
Yeah, but that's the thing. She's saying we were doing these horrible things to her. We weren't. At least not on purpose.
I've been around with you and Kat, and I know how Kat is. I've seen how Kat acts. The only time I ever kicked off to her was whenever
I said, you've done a bad joke. I didn't like that. Can you apologize for it? And she just said no. Look, what do you want us to do? Not get mad? Let it go? If I let it go, she'd only do it again.
Can't get over this guy sometimes. I'm sorry, I can't. You tell them not to do something, and they do it anyway. It sounds like, and they're usually the first ones to do it. So, you reap what you sow, basically. That's the basic answer I can give you. I mean, would she?
Yeah, she did it twice.
Or is she just like, or is this like a slip-up thing, and he held it over my head?
First time was a slip-up. The second time was on purpose.
You know what? I think I should probably explain what the joke is. The joke is that she said fatherless. That's the joke. That's what it was. And G-Fish saw it too, so he knows as well. If he was here, he'd vouch for it, but he's waking up late, I guess. G-Fish saw this. She said fatherless. She didn't say, haha, your daddy got raped in school or something, shit like that. So, that's it. Like, it's not... It's so fucking dumb. So fucking stupid. It's basically nothing. So fucking weird. That's all it was. It wasn't anything like direct. It was just saying fatherless. And a lot of people were saying fatherless at the time anyway, because it was basically the new cope, essentially. Dad be gone syndrome. Yeah. I left Twitter for good, not because of Elon, but because of how degenerate the society is there. Yeah. Well, Elon's been doing a pretty good job of exposing how fucking awful Twitter is. They intentionally tried to cover up the Hunter Biden stuff. That's stuff that they've definitely been doing. On the scenes, Elon posted about that, I think, the other day. They were trying to hide the Hunter Biden shit. They've been doing this a lot. They do it all the time. Even when Dorsey when Dorsey was CEO, like they were definitely doing it a lot. But that's a story for another day. Okay. I mean, okay, let me ask you, what was the second joke? Don't mind me asking, what was it?
The second joke was that I have fatherless energy.
Oh. So, I mean,
this was right after I was talking about, talking about, what I was doing after,
No dad-itis. Okay, that's pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty funny. That's the joke. Fatherless energy. He literally said that. It wasn't, haha, your daddy got raped and he's dead. It was just fatherless energy. That's all it was. And he took that super fucking seriously.
Like, what after my dad's death and all that. So it was pretty much connected.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't really see that being a possibility.
Me and you going back and forth about it. Like, you're not gonna take, like, you're just gonna ignore me, I'm gonna ignore you. But me and Ferret, at that time, were friends. Of course it's gonna cut deep. You did do it twice.
Well, I mean, dude, you tried throwing me out as a pedophile defender. Like, I know how you are, man.
Well, yeah, because it doesn't really look good when you, like, got JWB still as your thing on Twitter.
Why does that bother you so much? His Twitter account's locked, and I've openly dissed him, and I openly hate him too. Why does it matter if he follows me?
No, dude, if you block them, then it would make them unfollow you. That's what blocking on Twitter does. The only place
I don't use the block button. I don't care if he follows me.
No, if you block him and keep him blocked, he can't follow you back.
I don't know why. This is so fucking weird. This is one thing that's also... I mentioned this earlier. I'm mixed about JWB, if I'm being honest. The reason why I am is because he made his video not long ago. It got flagged, I guess. I don't know where it is now, but he made his video talking about his involvement with Ruben. And one thing, I didn't see the whole video because it's like 3 hours and I don't want to sit down and watch it. But I did watch the ending parts where he talked about me and Kex. So I know how that shit kind of went. JWB's been more... He didn't really know anything else about what was going on behind the scenes. But I don't have as much bad blood for JWB as I do for Ruben. I still think JWB is not a good person at all. I really don't think he is. I don't hate him or anything, because a lot of this is Cammy doing guilt by association rules. And the whole entire thing, this is another thing that ties into the K9 video as well. Not just the K9 stuff, but also part of the background. Because I watched most of the stuff I knew about Kex came from JWB's video. The lolcow archive on him. And JWB, a lot of the problems I had with Kex are the same problems he had that JWB had with Kex as well. Kex was pretty bad back then. He's gotten a lot better. He's still got a way to go. But, you know, it kind of ties into it a little bit. And one of the things is that Ruben proposed, I think it was Ruben who did, Ruben proposed having K9 draw a bunch of pictures to redeem himself for JWB and Ruben. That was sort of where their thing kind of came in and why they get roped in, why he gets roped in with Ruben. I found this out later, and I went through and rewatched some of that stuff. That was the whole reason why the art was done. For Ruben, it was just a way to get free art, and then just threatened Kex with getting JWB after him. JWB showed me this stuff too whenever I talked to him after his video came out, and I saw what he said about us. The entire point of the artwork was for Chris, JWB, was to it was an apology thing, because JWB tried to help Kex and Kex was ignoring him, so JWB went to fucking with him, to trolling him basically, and Kex was slowing down on the art. He wasn't doing it what he was promised he would do. And Ruben was just constantly threatening Kex with getting JWB to come after him just to make him do it. That was the thing. Because JWB showed me this stuff. JWB didn't have much of an interest in actually fucking with Kex as much. It was Ruben pressuring Kex into doing them more and more. And I know this because when JWB was on my server, JWB never fucked with Kex. Ever. Didn't at all. And even Chris himself said that, well, Kex is slow. He's more of a teddy bear in comparison to like other people. And I agree. Kex is pretty nice. He was bad at the time, but he's a lot better now. All right? He's a lot better. So because of the screenshots about JWB, which really do look bad, I'm not going to lie. That's one thing I will not defend JWB on for that one, but JWB, I don't think is a pedophile or anything. He's really edgy. He's too edgy for his own good, is the main thing. But I don't think he's not a pedophile. I really don't think he is. But I'm not going to swoop in and defend him on that either. It was just this. It was the whole story not really being told from the other journals. Because you got to listen to at least the different sides and what's going on. Because one side won't have the other stuff of what's going on there and why. So that's something to consider. It was basically, it was Ruben who was really grooming and fucking with Kex. And just using JWB as a weapon. That's what the whole thing was mostly about. I have more positive things to say about JWB than Cammy and Dean. But my thoughts on him are still mixed at best. So, you know. Not on my friends list. I don't talk about him like in any positive light. I openly fucking hate the guy. Like why is that a bush you and Kat are trying to beat? I don't understand why that's a big deal.
Because you're letting them hang around.
I'm letting him hang around. I
mean,
who like if he hopped on like an alt account, and if he hopped on an alt account, I blocked him on my main.
You want to know the real reason why I think you're doing it? What are you gonna do if K9 ditches you again?
K9 ditches me again?
If he ditches you again, I know you're going for JWB.
You think I'm just gonna ditch K9?
No. If K9 ditches you over an argument, you know what he's like. As soon as he has an argument that doesn't go away, he fucking ditches everyone. So if he does that, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna go to butt fucking club?
K9's been nice to me, and I apologize to him for not looking into Ruben's stuff.
Apologize to him. All it takes is the one wrong argument with him. He'll just fucking ditch you.
I'm sorry. I love when he says this. I didn't read a journal, and a fucking YouTuber who kills dogs and doxes people didn't like me very much. Can I throw that out there a little bit? And this caused Dean to flip the fuck out. So it's just really weird. It's really fucking weird. I know I said I'd take a break at the 2 hour and 10 minute mark, but I'm going to try to plow through this as much as possible. There's still a whole lot more to go over. I think I might just clip the rest of it later. Do like a half stream. Because I got most of the meat and potatoes out a little bit. There's still 2 hours left to go. And I have to go to work in the morning too. Not in the morning, in the evening. So, kind of sucks. But I'm going to keep going. I was going to, but I can't. I mean, I don't really have arguments like that. I usually don't. I usually don't have an argument like that. I'm more of a. I usually try to keep more of the peace. I know people might find that funny, or you don't believe me, but I mean, I don't know why you won't let me finish on this. Like, I tried. I'm a lot more of a peaceful person. If people, give me the chance. He's still demonizing me.
It's not looking in your favor.
I mean, man. It's fucking weird for you to sit here. It's
public.
weird for you to say like him and his server pedophile defenders, and then you post like underage NSFW on a
shout
server.
out in the public. Oh, you just like let's go. Let's load up your Twitter then.
My
Let's load up
Twitter?
your Twitter.
What about it?
Yeah, let's load up your Twitter.
Boot up my Twitter for what?
Oh, look, there's a picture of a cat. Oh, okay, and that doesn't look suspicious.
Yeah,
Okay,
this is when he starts having a bit of a mental breakdown. I don't know why he jumped straight into talking about bringing this up because I talk about it publicly. He's saying he talks about it in private, as if that's. He's talking shit in private like a bitch. I'm talking public. It's so weird. I'm saying this shit publicly. When I go after somebody, I go after them head on. I'm not afraid to go after people. I don't care if they have bigger followings or whatever. I don't care if they hate me. It doesn't bother me at all. It's so fucking weird to see. And he's trying to argue because he talks shit in private like a bitch. He's better? Really? Really? Big dick energy. You gotta talk shit privately. You can't do it publicly. He has before a little bit. But when I've got some actual meat on him, he wants to stay quiet. Which is funny. I find that funny. Does that bother you?
Oh, it's about cat.
Yeah.
And there's Essie still fucking following him around. I see. Second one. Oh, again.
Aw. Trying to skip ahead a little bit.
June 18th.
You seem
fucking
so
cat
lost.
again. June 18th. Rogue Man Internet. Oh, can't let that one go, can you?
Tribet, what's your point here?
17th. Nora again. What's my point here is that I've just literally went through half a month, and the majority of that was aimed at me.
So
cat,
what about it? I mean, that's my... I'm sorry. I love seeing this though. I don't know if I hope I didn't skip over that one part because I wanted to clip it because I find it funny.
First for Rogue. June 21st for Cat again. June 21st.
I should probably mention the June 21st one was whenever Rogue deleted everything and ran away. At the time, I felt bad for him because I thought that Wendy was doing Life Ruination or whatever. But then he came back. And it blew things. It made me start looking into what the fuck is going on. What was really going on. And I found out all the shit about... I heard the interviews from like different moderators who had all these screenshots and all these stories about Rogue doing this fucking insane, crazy shit that nobody was talking about. So that's kind of what he's getting at a little bit.
The Cat. Oh, no, wait, hang on a minute. June 21st for me. June 21st for Cat again. June 21st for Cat. June 19th.
Are you just reciting my whole Twitter timeline? I don't understand what point you're trying to make here.
June 18th, song about the shooting. June 18th,
you seem
fucking
so
Cat
lost.
again. June 18th, Rogue Man Internet. Oh, can't let that one go, can you?
Tribet, what's your point here?
17th, Nora again. What's my point here is that I've just literally went through half a month, and the majority of that was aimed at me.
So
Cat,
what
Nora.
about it? I mean, that's my own business.
That's 15 whole days. You've been doing this for 4 months.
So, what's
do you
wrong?
mean, so?
What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me doing that?
All right, let's have a look at my Twitter. Let's see what I've been talking about you, has it been? All right, let's have a look. Just load that up. Go there, my thing.
I talked
Okay,
about
tweet.
it on my Twitter.
Okay. Retweet of somebody's animation. Friend saying that they want the friend out of Texas because of the bloody Roe versus Wade. Retweeted that.
I'm gonna lower it just a little bit.
A joke about what's going on in Britain.
This whole thing is just fucking weird. You know, you do realize that entire Twitter channel, that entire Twitter
Elden Ring.
thing is
My
just...
friend.
Why do we care about who tweeted who? That's the whole entire thing I'm trying to get at here. Like, why does this matter? Like, if I talk about some of my Twitter my Twitter timeline on my account, my main one, he's not going to bring up Davis's account, you know, my good buddy on Twitter. He's not going to bring him up. I was tweeting artwork I was doing. Some of it. Like, that's conveniently left out. But it was about my drama account. You know, my only Twitter account I have where I'm talking about drama shit. Sorry. Someone blowing outside. So it's so fucking dense.
Literally, you joke
Really
about
is.
what's going on.
Yeah, my drama Twitter. You know I have an art Twitter too. You know about that too.
The else's art. That video about Hey Arnold where Grandpa beats up fucking Hitler for some odd reason. That was a funny ass episode. July 4th, Friends Art. July 4th, fucking what do you call it? That fucking Professor Xavier and friggin' WandaVision. June 5th, something like about me bloody Discord. June.
I'm gonna skip ahead just a little bit. Just a little bit.
A video of. And I've never mentioned you.
Except for that really long like Bible you wrote on FA. So.
Well, okay, we'll go to FA. When are the post up?
What?
Give me a moment.
What'd you say?
I posted that June 14th.
Okay.
So let's scroll back. Right, so
And
that's the last time.
and you still
June
keep
14th.
cat on your server. If you found this out about me, you would ban me. You would be beating that drum just like Kat and Nora for the rest of your
No,
lives.
well, that is why I was asking you. Can you tell? This is why I was asking you. What else have you got on Cat?
Well, about a week, less than a week later, we found out about her ink bunny. You know, that's what I found out. Hindsight's funny. I love it. I knew Kat had it. I knew Cammy had an ink bunny. I knew she did, but I never knew anything about Ink Bunny. I never knew anything about the browser settings or whatever to see it until I found out that you could change that shit. I found out, and I went through her favorites, and I went through her her watch list where she was like subscribed to a bunch of different people. A lot of them were like Cub artists. She was favoriting a lot of Cub pictures. She's favoring a lot of rape pictures too, which is her kink, not really surprising, to be honest. But she's favoriting stuff with minors. Who is she hanging around with? She's hanging around Nora, who was 15 at the time. Trying to goad him into defending her honor, her non-existent honor. Ink Bunny lets you post whatever the hell you want. There's no standards there. Actually, there is a standard. No skin. We can't have humans there. That's the rule. I knew Ink Bunny was terrible, but browsing it even without the search filter that lets you see all the NSFW you wanted, made me hate it even more. Made me hate it even more.
I'm not doing everything
like,
now.
Is that a problem? Is that a problem?
I just wanted to know what you had.
Can I not do that on my Twitter? Why can I not do
I
that?
just want to say
My drama Twitter, yeah. What about it? So
scrolling
what
through
about
your
it?
fucking Twitter, yeah.
I did the same thing. I did the same thing with Todd and Essay, and I did the same thing with Canine as well. But you're more concerned about me doing it with Cat.
Dude, I went back to June 8th. Still nothing about you. Nothing about you.
Come on. I know you guys talk about me in the voice calls. Come on.
Yeah, but there's a difference between something you're talking private and something you make public.
So? Yeah, there is a difference. One person has balls, the other one has none. That's what that means.
Something you make private could be over with in 5 seconds. Something that's out in public's there for life, and you want people to see it.
Yeah, you wanted to have people laugh at me for being upset. That's what you wanted. That
Upset over what?
You wanted people. That's why you streamed me and you recorded K9 without his consent.
Dude, I went back to fucking me. I've still not fucking spoke about you.
I like how he deflects like that. It's okay to do it to other people, but as soon as he's on the chopping block, he can't handle it. He'll do this to other people to fuck with them because he's angry, because he's all angry and shit. But the moment that it comes right back to him, the moment the same things he does to others come right back to him, that's when it's a problem. That's when it's a problem. I love it. I love it. Cammy's the same way too. So it's out in public. You wanted to record our conversation. I thought was private. That could have really helped that situation with Ruben, but instead it was a dogpiling session recorded without, my consent, just so you can fuck me over at this really big important time and all that shit. But just pick and choose, I guess. Shuck and jive, pick and choose. Who cares? Fuck it. As long as it isn't on me, right, Dean? Right?
May 2nd, still not spoke about you.
He was mad I was fed up with him. I mean, you threw the floodgates out there, so and you're trying to play this moral high ground thing. Like, that's fucking embarrassing. I don't care. Look, dude, I don't care what you think of me. Especially with what I know now. So.
A meme that bloody ferret centers, a game my friends making April 29th, still haven't talked about you. April 29th, April 29th, April 28th, April 28th, April 28th, 26th. Thank you. Alright, straight. May 28th. April 27th.
Jesus Christ.
April 27th, April 27th, April 27th, April 26th, April 26th. Dude, I'm still not talking about you. I'm all the way down to fucking April here.
April? I mean, you did, like, whenever I did my, like, the day I did my Lanes and Martyr stream, I didn't even at you, and you came at me with that. Yeah, that's an important point, too. The reason why he knew about that stream was because I warned Ferret. He's still listing the tweets? Yes, he's still listing the tweets. He's still going on. The entire thing is say, oh, you talked about me 10 times on your Twitter, and I only mentioned you 5 times. As if that fucking means something. He went on Twitter and told people that when he got... I kicked him out of my server because he was spurging out and he's being fucking crazy. Being unhinged. And he took to Twitter to say how to get banned from my server. That I'm a pedophile supporter. Or whatever the fuck. He did that. Outright. At a moment when retarded rogue chodes were coming after me. For talking negatively about their dog-killing internet daddy. They're doxing dog-killing internet daddy. In my opinion, you might as well stream the damn thing. I respect knowing who said what, but sheesh. Yeah. It's just fucking unhinged. He's really desperate for this. He went on there, he was saying I'm a pedophile defender and a supporter on his Twitter. Now, I retweeted it saying, like, yeah, you got me to realize how much I fucked up. But the thing is, he's not going to mention the craft stuff. Dean was in the call. I don't know if I have it saved in Shadowplay. I don't know if I do or not. G-Fish, he didn't understand why Kraft was not welcome back. And he was kind of defending Kraft. Like, why'd you kick him out? He was nice and shit. And I had to tell G-Fish. And I told him, I don't know if I told him this before or not. I don't remember because this was back in February. I told him that I couldn't keep Kraft there because I knew too much about what he was doing. And it's hypocritical of me to keep him here. Even though he abandoned his account too, by the way. Because I found out about his Ink Bunny, and again, I didn't have the search settings on, but even without them on, I saw him drawing fetish art of minors. And I knew from a previous encounter that he didn't know anything about doing like aged up versions. He was drawing the characters as they were, and that really fucking bothered me, especially since this is fetish stuff that he likes. So I was in the call, and I had to tell G-Fish this, and Tribat was there. If I had the clip, I'd pull it up, but if I did, it'd make G-Fish look a little bad. And I'm not calling him a pedophile defender neither, because G-Fish really didn't know. Okay, I'm not like Cammy. I'm not going to call him a pedophile defender for that. He really didn't know how deep it was, and I had to tell him. And Tribat was there in the call, and he heard this shit. So this is what I'm talking about, betrayal. Tribat knows Tribat and Cammy both knew. They both knew that if I fully knew about Ruben and his allegations, I wouldn't have kept him on my server. I made a mistake not reading it. But they won't talk about that either. They don't want to paint me in any good light. Even when I'm sitting here dissing Dean, I can say that Dean's a little bit right about Ferret. A little bit. That, yeah, Ferret will carry on about shit. When she's really coping and seething, she'll keep bringing it up and trying to make jokes about it. When Ferret does it, it's literally the smug face over the soy jack that's crying, essentially. And I like Ferret too, but that's kind of how it goes. So, even then, I can give Crybat a little bit of credit. He would never do that with me, even though I never really did anything to him in the first place. So there you go.
Last time I spoke to you on Twitter must have been April 25th.
Yeah, you decided to say, "Oh, my server's like full of groomers and pedophiles."
Yeah,
and shit. And like, look what happened on your server.
Like fucking background guy.
So you ate shit. Way to go.
So let's have a 25th. And that was a thread. Okay, so I spoke to you about once there. Keep in mind that I just went back a couple of months. Still haven't talked about you.
And okay, also so you had a fight with Demi, and you said, "Oh, I'm gonna expose what the real drama, what the drama whore was really like." Just because we talked on my own server.
You. Still not finding you. Fucking hell, I'm back.
Are you just you're still ignoring the Demi stuff too? Like you had a long argument with him too.
Yeah, it was funny.
Yeah, and you were like, "Oh, Alpha Chad, I'm a Giga Chad. He blocked me, and you blocked me, so, you know."
Well, yeah, I was just sick of fucking hearing from you. But then again,
well, Demi was sick of hearing from Tardbat as well, especially since Tardbat is really fucking stupid. Tardbat did the same thing with SA too. Now SA's a retard as well. Okay, I'm not gonna deny that. Any person who's on my server knows how fucking stupid SA is. But yeah, Tribat does the same thing with SA, and SA blocked him. SA blocks anybody, pretty much anyone at all, because he's a pussy, and he wears his mom's panties, so of course he's not going to have a dick between his legs, or whatever, but he wanted to say, like, "Oh, I'm going to expose what the real drama whore really is." Like, this is a little bit different. You're actively betraying and stabbing me in the back, and then you're shocked while I'm upset. Like, dude, I get kicked from SA server. Yeah, I know why you did. I remember why. It's because you pointed out how funny it was that the Sigma Eyes fucking extension for Firefox or Google Chrome? I don't know, and I don't fucking care. It didn't register me or JWB at the time as being me for just siding with you, Bang. I know. He blocks anybody. I know SA does that, but I'll have to hold that off for like the recap stream before the year is over, because I'll talk about that too, along with the Keffel stuff too. Him defending Liz No Dong and trotting out, which is pretty funny. But yeah, like when you stab somebody in the back like that, when it's completely fucking unwarranted and you know what you're saying is bullshit. Like if I was such, let me let me do something real quick because I find this funny. Let me pull this up. Where is it? I'm sorry. I'm reading this off a little bit. I find this funny. I'm screenshotting something. That's what I'm doing right now. Oh, I forgot about this picture. Can I bring this up on stream? This is unrelated, but I think we need a break from Dean. It's fucking Nick Fuentes in a big ass coat, the tiny fucking head. I'm sorry, that's irrelevant, but I found it on my quick access. I'm sorry. It's just funny to me. Here, let me pull this. Let me pull this up. Fuck. Select. Da-da-da-da-da-da. It's a lot to show off, but I guess it doesn't really matter. I'll just name this something random. It doesn't matter. Sorry, I'm strange. You're the chud. Yes, that's where I found it. It's funny. Bright future ahead, chat. Okay, I'll zoom this out. I know I'm blocking chat. I'm sorry, but this is the only way you're going to read this. This guy is over here calling me a pedophile defender and all this shit. And, oops, shit, sorry, I knocked my vape pen over. He's saying all this shit. Yeah, I'm a manipulator. He doesn't trust me. Here he is DMing me a bunch of shit. Just a bunch of shit. Like, yo, did Worski get decked in under 10 seconds? Dean never cared. Didn't give a shit about anything Ralph related. Dean never cared anything about what was going on, because if you know about Ralph lore like I do, the reason why Worski got into the ring with Sol Poppy and flew out to London was because he was supposed to fight Ralph, Ethan Ralph of the Kill Stream, the fat gunt who posts revenge porn. That guy, they were supposed to fight, but Ralph couldn't get Jim to sign his permission slip. So he fought Sol Poppy instead, and Worski got knocked out in less than 10 seconds. Dean has never showed any interest in anything in the Gunt lore. None of that stuff. And this was from August. This was just a little bit after we had this talk, and he's been on my friends list and shit. All this stuff. He asked me this on September 30th. Yo, send me the link to Kat's weird ass account. Nora can't find the link, by the way. That account is NSFW. Nice of you to share that with have that share with a minor, by the way, I guess. Here, blah blah blah. Nora can't find the link, and I really want to show a friend how fucked up their shit was, because they only got my vocal description of it. Never mind, I found it. Also, is this Johnny? That's not, by the way. Don't think so. Okay, wasn't sure. And he DMs me this a little bit mid last month. Don't act dumb. I've never responded to him. Dean, I want to put this out here. How fucking weird this shit is. He's calling me a pedophile defender and all this shit, and that I should leave Cammy alone. He swoops in to defend her. And when Cammy gets outed by me, now Dean's done all that he can to talk as much shit as possible. He calls me a pedophile defender, all this fucking lame bullshit that he knows isn't true. He knows it's not at all. Doesn't stop him. Doesn't stop him. Doesn't stop him at all. But here he is, trying to pretend like we're buddies. He does this with Nora too, and I don't know if Nora's telling the truth. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. Take it as you will. But Nora doesn't respond to him either. I don't fucking give a shit for Dean, if you can't tell. I'm sorry, I see the fucking groipers. It's so fucking weird. It's so fucking cringe to see, to be honest. I don't exactly know where I was supposed to go with this, but this guy was screaming I was a pedophile defender, and he was mad at me, and your brother's dead, haha. And he wants to pretend to be buddy with me. Because I know he says that he's fine with my server not liking him and like, oh, he knows what he said. Like, yeah, I know what he said too. That's why I fucking hate him. That's why the rest of my server hates him too. And I don't think he's ever picked up on the fact that I really fucking don't like him either. But, time's coming now. Time's coming now. Yeah, it's real quick. He knows it's bullshit. But I'm looking at the stuff that's been said and what Tooney said earlier about the beating somebody up just for looking at a sketchbook picture. He also told the story where he got in a bar fight and he beat the shit out of somebody smaller than him for some fucking reason because they said something about his sister. You haven't, whenever he breaks into somebody's house as a prank bro or whatever, or because he changes it up like it's a prank, but my friend threatened me with a machete, and he have his fucking rape story. I got the rape story wrong. I thought it was like at a party or something. No, but I don't know if he's telling the true story with that one either. I don't know. I should hold that up to a poll and ask people, but it's getting kind of, I don't want to waste too much time. I'm sorry. We're stretching over. We're getting about to hit the 3-hour mark. I'm going crazy now. It's because I'm getting tired. I think we'll try. I don't want to do another stream on this neither. I'll probably clip it up and just wrap it up in a later stream down the line. But I'm going to continue and try to get as far as possible. Because I did say I didn't want to listen to the whole thing. But I wanted to get to one part that really fucking upset me. That I think really needs to be talked about. Sick of hearing from me, but you're talking to me right now, so...
But then I'll find out someone hasn't fucking blocked you and we'll just keep going back to check your fucking profile and then fucking message me about it. There's like, oh, fuck, we had a thing where we're not going to be talking about this.
I said to Ferret, all I said to her is like, because she was still my friend at the time, dude, I said to her things might heat up because I figured you'd take your fucking anger out on her again like you did the other day.
Dude, I went back to fucking January. I still didn't speak about you.
All the way back to January. So, flipping through my Twitter timeline. What you're saying is,
the amount of times that you spoke about me in public within like 15 days, that was like 10 times. The amount of times I spoke about you from now, like publicly from like now to fucking January, seems to be like 5 times.
Oh, are you really playing this like? Are you really playing the game like? Oh, I only talked about you 5 times, but you did it like 10 times. So you're worse. Like why does it? Dude, why does that make it any different? You're still talking about it. And you're still talking to me now.
You talked about me 10 times in fucking 10 days.
Cry about. I'm sorry. I still find that funny. Again, this is he'll talk shit, mad shit in private. In public, not so much. Most of the stuff I say is public. I mean, I have talked some shit in private a little, not really private. It's not really private because people will take what I say and then go tell them. So it's not really private. And they do the same thing and they get mad about it. I know, but they don't. And I find that funny.
15 days you talked about me in 15 days you spoke about me like 10 times. In fucking 7 months I've spoke about you 3.
3? I thought you said 5.
Can I get like, well, to be honest, rather than get your opinion on this, can I get G Fish's opinion on that?
Is he still here? I don't know if he's still here or not. Again, like, if you're talking about me publicly, like, 5 times, and I do it, like, I guess 10, like...
Dude, you do it on such a regular basis that... My fucking 3 in, like, 7 months to your fucking 15 in your 15 days.
And you've been talking about me in private calls, and they've been saying to people like Darius and the others that you've been having mental breakdowns about me.
Really?
So, I mean, you know...
Who's Darius again?
Yentown. Mama Yentown, the guy who wrote the journals that Kat has been seething over for the last 4 years.
Wait,
those
I've
ones?
never spoken to Yentown.
Yeah, you haven't spoke to Yentown. You spoke to Demi for a while, but Demi
spoke to him for one fucking day. And then they blocked us. Wasn't even a day, it was like 5 fucking comments and then they blocked us.
Okay.
That was like probably less than like half an hour.
Okay.
So you're saying, oh yeah, then this other person who I've just forgotten.
You were telling Ferret to block me
you
on
had mental
Twitter.
breakdowns over like this guy's journals. Like, what fucking journals?
What? Okay. Yeah, I'll let this play out and I'll jump in a second. Journals? You know the journals.
Ferret. What journals? Ferret, what journals?
Yeah, let's see here. Yentowns.
One block message.
What Yentowns.
Yentowns.
I'll go grab the.
No. I mean, as in, send me the fucking journals. What journals?
Where is it? Where is it here?
No, Yentown's name, but I don't know who the fuck Yentown is.
Okay, I want to add this on. I thought I had this saved on my DVR, but I couldn't find it either because I didn't save it, or it corrupted, which is possible. I can't tell you which one, but. For context, when I got back together a little bit with Dean and Cammy, I was in a voice call along with Ferret. I was on a call. I had previously shared some of Mama Yentown, or Darius's journals about Cammy and the shit Cammy would get into. Now, I can't go on super long about this because I want to try to wrap this up pretty quickly, and I sort of did. I think I talked about it the first time on the first stream, if I remember correctly. I was on the call and I was trying to get peace between some of my people who had issues with other people and trying to bring us all together so we can disavow Ruben and get him out there more so that way, you know, people can know to stay away from this fucking guy. Because Ruben, one thing you need to know is that Ruben is very underground. It's easy for people who are underground and don't have a long thread. His thread on Kiwi Farms is only 3 or 4 pages. That is very small. This isn't a thread like Ralph or Chris when it's got thousands of replies and posts. His thread is a dead thread, basically, that is barely updated at all. All right. Which is one of the reasons why people will give more the benefit of a doubt on a smaller thread about the shit they do, which ties into it as well. He's very underground. It's hard to pinpoint. That's how people like him can get away with his shit. So this was going on, and I sent Ferret some journals about Cammy that I had seen. And they go into a lot of details. I don't have the journal links with me right now. I have a lot of them saved for the Cammy video, a lot of the screenshots, because these journals, they got screenshots of Cammy just being absolutely terrible. Just terrible. Like, that's when the interview drops, because it's going to drop soon, by the way, I should mention, where Darius, Demi, and his friends like Mia, Dasher, and Uno, remember? One of Kimmy's ex-boyfriends and shit. Remember that? I shared this with Ferret. Ferret didn't read them, by the way. Ferret admitted that she didn't read any of these journals prior that I sent her, or she blew them off as being troll journals because they made jokes, which is a really fucking stupid thing to say. Really fucking dumb. Super fucking dumb. I was in the call. I was trying to talk to Cammy about making peace with Darius and Yen. And she left the call. And Tribet spurred the fuck out. And he was screaming at me that I'm relapsing and I need to do everything to fix everything. And they don't have to do anything. And that I'm relapsing. I'm fucking stupid. All this shit. And Ferret sat there and said, "Oh, I read these journals. Oh, they're bullshit." Because she was gaslit at the time. I'm not defending her on that because that was fucking stupid of her in the first place, because if she actually read the journals and didn't blow them off, this whole thing about Cammy could have been sorted with even faster. And Cammy kept lying about Darius and Yen and just some insane shit, saying that they defended pedophiles or whatever, which isn't true. Especially if you actually read the journals and read what they fucking said. So Tribat never even read or knew anything about these journals, and he's swooping in saying they're bullshit because Ferret said, oh, it's bullshit. Even though Ferret admitted to me that she didn't. And now, about 2 months later, now Dean finally is starting having to face the journals again. Basically. That's where we're going with this. He didn't even know anything about these journals, and he didn't even know. Said I was just like relapsing or whatever. Like, no. No. Just stupid fuck. Wouldn't look into any of this shit. And now, after Cammy basically does exactly what fucking Dean would not deal with at all. Now he's caught. And he has to, but he's not really going to. And even after reading these journals about the shit Cammy did, which I've kind of gone into with the Cammy streams, and the interviews with Darius and Yen and the gang will also give some more insight on that as well. Even if it is outdated, but I have the audio to get that fixed. You'll see. So, in short, Dean couldn't hold himself to his own standards and actually look into this shit like he should have. Because he's a fucking retard, essentially. I went into this a little bit better in the first stream when I talked about it a little bit more. He went along with a standard he can't even hold himself up to, which is basically what I wanted to get that out.
I know Kat knows who they are. I know they've got something to do with Demi. That's about it.
Yeah, because Kat has been telling you, oh, they're like pedophile defenders. They're not.
Well, I'm assuming that I know about as much as about Yentown and bloody Demi as I do what Ferret fucking did before she joined you.
That's because Kat is fucking lying to you.
No, I'm...
Here's one of them. Okay, I'll grab like every one of them I can. And I will post them here.
No.
Why not?
I haven't seen...
Why not?
Right, so this doesn't fucking look out of me. 2 minutes.
You criticized the shit out of me for not reading the
I
journals
wish
about...
we associated with the Sonic Boy situation at this point. I'm fatigued with drama, with the results all bringing out toxicity, and nothing is getting done with that. I'd rather people not come to page only for drama. Furthermore, Ryan is not changing anytime soon. I will make one last journal when I feel like it. One last journal where I explain why he will never change and will continue to try to manipulate people into believing he is different from what is portrayed. Who's Ryan?
I'm getting all of them.
No, who's Ryan?
Ryan? That's Sonic Boy. That was a pedophile that Yen called out, and somehow he's a pedophile defender. Darius explained this story, but I'll give you a short version. Darius was sneaking... He was gathering information on this guy named Sonic Boy, who was sending his dick to minors, I think. He was being very sus, very awful. And Cammy was along with him, and Cammy basically ruined their entire operation to get as much info as possible by confronting him head on at a really bad time when, more info could have been out. And, she fucked it all up because she's retarded. She doesn't know anything about this shit. She just jumps in head first and fucks everything up. That's kind of the short version of it a little bit on Ryan or Sonic Boy. But she still tries to call Darius and Demi like pedophile defenders, which is really fucking weird. It's the same thing with me and Kraft. I'm a pedophile defender. Even though I kicked Kraft off my server, and I confronted him a bit about the shit he was doing. It's funny. Some people just don't change, I guess. Just like the thing is, man, you've never read these journals. I really wish I like.
So, right. So what's the fucking first journal got to do with bloody Cat and fucking? Like, what's this got to do with them?
I mean,
they're not meant
you're sitting here saying you're hanging around Cat. You dumb down these
No, I'm
journals.
saying,
You
what's
didn't
the,
read
hang
them.
on. You accuse her of being, I don't know. Strands me. Yeah, I don't know. Most proud the was female. I'm taking it that the second journal is about Cat.
The entire feud. If you want to know
God.
something,
No. Let me say this first. Someone I had helped in the past with the Song Boy fiasco had just recently came out as trans, and me having no idea about this as mum's age prior, they were identified as female. Is that Cat? They talked about Cat.
no, this was Stefano. This was Kat's one of Kat's many East sons that she later threw under.
Yeah, name them by accident. How much do I need to read about the second journal, by the way? Like, where would I need to read up to?
You know, honestly, why don't you just read them all and read all the screenshots? I've done it before. You can do it too.
Right. No, I was just saying, is there anywhere I need to read to specific?
I love that too, by the way. Can I just get the Cliff Notes version? Well, I've been trying to, but a fucking retard won't stop yelling at me. It would have been easier. It would have been easier just trying to get them to bury the hatchet and just move on. Like I wanted to, but instead I get screamed at for that. Again, I read all these journals like multiple times. And Ferret saying that, oh, I read them and it's bullshit, it got me to question if I was reading them wrong. And I went back and reread them again, like multiple times, like, no, there's nothing wrong with me. There's something wrong with them. Cammy gaslit Ferret, and Ferret was, at the time, too fucking stupid to actually read what the hell was going on. I don't mean to diss her like that, but look, she can't lie neither about it. Because, just to add, Ferret never liked Cammy at all. And, let's see, can I find the thing? Let me see if I can find it. Do I have the miscs? No, it's not the wrong one. God damn it. I need to sort my OBS a little bit better. Shooting. No, that's not it. I'm talking shit. Here we go. Cammy never fucking liked Tribat at all. Never did. You can read this on your own if you want to. You can just pause and read it. But I've showed this on other streams too. But the short version is that Cammy never liked Tribat at all. And Tribat was gun-ho to defend Cammy like a retard. Tribat never took the time to actually ask me about any of these journals at all, about what's going on. He just blindly defended Cammy like a complete idiot. And he ate shit for it. Couldn't hold himself up to his own standards. Couldn't.
Because I'm going to read them all.
Oh, I know. Bro. Was I muted that entire time? I really hope I wasn't muted while I was talking about that. Just out of the paranoia if I was. Because I'm hitting my... If you wonder why I'm hitting this button... You might be able to hear it, you might not. It's me hitting the mute button on my Blue Yeti. I'll just kind of summarize it a little bit. No, you're not muted. Okay, I thought I was muted earlier. If people heard it, I'm just gonna continue on. I'm sorry. I don't want to waste too much time. You criticized the shit out of me for not reading the journal about.
I've never seen these journals before. They were never sent to us.
You criticized the shit out of me for not reading the journals about Ruben, and you won't even try to read these ones either.
You haven't had these sent to me.
I mean, you're willingly like playing ignorant. Like, dude, why is Cat a hill you want to die on? I don't know why you and Nora are doing that.
Nora doing what?
I don't know why you and Nora are going to die on the hill for Cat.
This is why I said send me all the evidence that you're going to be releasing on Cat, because I want to know.
Most of the stuff I have is from these journals alone.
Right, Bag. I'm going to show you up here for a moment. This is the reason why I'm asking you. Last time I asked Cat if there was anything else bad like that they had like that they could possibly have on Cat. Is that all that you could post? And they said, yeah, there was nothing else. And then you posted that today. Why I'm asking you if there's anything else is because I asked Cat, is there anything else like this? And they said no. So, well, you said that last time. I want you to be honest on it. Are you sure?
Am I sure
You
about
shouldn't have
what?
anything else. I don't know what else you could have, but there shouldn't be anything else like that. It was like, okay then, well then try and tote the bag. Try and sort something out with bag.
So basically, if you can't follow along what dipshit is saying here, he went to Cammy to ask if there's more stuff in the background about, I think some of the drawings, because that's sort of where it kind of started with. But do I have more? Yeah, of course I have more. I think this is when I started actually posting this stuff too, by the way, in the chat.
Because if you don't sort anything else out, this is just going to keep looking worse and worse for you. And you're going to have to sort something out with bag. Be his friend, I don't fucking care. Even if the end result is you're not friends with me anymore, I'd rather you're friends with him begrudgingly and ditching me rather than more shit coming out about you.
About
And
me.
the reason why I'm asking you if there's anything like that about Kat, I'd like to see the proof, because I'd rather see it
It's
with my
in
own
the
eyes.
journals. Fucking
to
read
again.
them.
No, I mean it's in the pictures.
In the pic, just read the journals and read the screenshots. You can do that just fine.
No,
have you ever tried talking to Darius?
No, I don't know who the fuck Darius is.
Yentown, the guy who wrote the journals.
Right. So what I was saying is you've been posting pictures on Twitter, right?
Okay.
What I said to Kat was he doesn't have any more pictures like that, should he? And they said no. I said okay then. But because they said that it was last time, my thought process this time is, right, if I get the opportunity to ask Bag, I'm going to have to ask Bag, send me the other stuff that you're more than likely going to leak out the Twitter, picture-wise, because I want to know if there's more. And if there is more...
So basically, you want me to share, like, every, like, DM conversation that Ferret and you had?
No, what I'm saying is these are the images you're saying are really bad. How many of them do you have?
How many? What are you talking about? All the porn pictures? That's the one.
Yes. How many of them do you actually have?
I have about 25 different pictures.
How many have you got left to post?
How many do I have left to post? Let's see here. Which ones I have here?
Well, then tell us, can you actually prove it?
I think I posted about 6 of them, so that's
21,
about what?
19 left.
21, 22 different pictures.
What's 9 plus 10? Fuck. Yeah, so if you already posted, you got like 19 of them left.
19. But that's just to add. This is just what Uno shared. So there could be even more that even Uno doesn't know about. So that's a really fucking scary thought to think about, by the way. But this is when I started going through, finding the info stuff. So, you know. Oh, math.
Well, that's 6 divided by 20. Well, that's divided 6 subtracted from fucking 25. That's fucking 19.
Okay.
Right. There's a saying, because Kat said you shouldn't have anything else like that.
I shouldn't have anything else?
Give it a minute.
If you had just one picture of, like, me doing these, if this role was
that's
reversed.
what I'm getting at, yeah. Bag, you know what I'm getting at, yeah. I've been told twice that you shouldn't have anything else like this.
I shouldn't have anything else?
You're telling me you got 19. I've been told twice by Kat that she that
Kat is lying to you. Kat is straight up fucking lying to you.
Well,
you know what? Before I quit, I'm trying to push as long as I can, but I'm getting closer and closer to the time I have to go to sleep. Let me pull this up. Can I censor this? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know why it's 29. I actually had the number wrong there too. These are the uncensored pictures. Let me find the normal censored one. Okay, that's 28. So I have some of these wrong. Some of these are not censored, but I have all the ones. I'm going to show the ones that are censored, just so people can see what I'm talking about a little bit. Set that in. G. Doesn't fucking matter what I name it, because I'm just pulling it up for this fucking stream. Getting it. Here we go. There we go. So here's the folder of most of the pictures that I have. Okay? You can see the one at the bottom. That was the first one I had on Twitter. You had this one over here. I never... Do I have my pointer thing? Let me find my pointer. Do I have it here? Where is it? Because I can't do it with... Is this it? No, that's not it. Is that... No. Why did I bring that one up? That's not it. Where's my pointer? No. I don't know where my pointer thing is. Do I have it here? I don't think I have it here that I can use. Might have had it on a different stream. Unless it's here. I can't see it. Is that it? No. It's the flag it. Cursor. Here we go. Okay. Now let me drag this thing up to the very top, just so you can see what the fuck I'm doing. Lock that. Okay. Here's the one. It's kind of hard to see. I'm sorry for the pointer, but that's the closest one I have, and I don't want to go find another picture. That's the one. That's one of them I had on Twitter. Here's another one. Look how short. You can see some of these ones on the Twitter thread, too. All right. Now, I want you to remember that these are traced. These are traced over other artists. All right. All these ones are characters of questionable age. So it should already give you a taste of what the fuck's going on. Let me make it a little better. What the fuck's going on behind the scenes a little bit. And it's best for it to be blurred. Yeah, I agree. But I did have all these like little red marks. That was the closest thing I could really get. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to make out what any of these pictures are. You have this one over here, which literally has rape in the fucking tag. This one was from that person who I found out who drew all the sus shit. It was like porn of Cream, the rabbit and shit. Tails, Cosmo. All underage characters. And they do not look aged up at all. Alright? They don't. And just a reminder, Cammy called me a pedophile over Eva liking me, who's 23, and me being 24 at the time. Just a year or two older than her. I'm a pedophile. So, you know, take that as you will. And I'm sure there's more out there that other people don't know about. Okay? Just throwing that out there.
Well, what I'm saying is,
do you know who gave me? Do you want to know who gave me these pictures? It was Uno. It was one of Kat's many ex-boyfriends. One of many, and she shared like he shared like all these on my own server.
No,
and these are all the ones that he had, and I bet you there's going to be even more. That's even worse.
All what I'm getting at here. The thing that I'm getting at is I've been lied to twice. I want to know how, because you're leaking them out day by day or something like that.
Yeah,
I want to know how much there is, and I want to know who's being like. I want to know if Kat will actually admit to that there is more, or if there's no more.
She's not going to tell you the truth, dude.
Well, that's why I'm asking, because if she lies, she lies.
She's been lying this entire time to your face, and you have willingly played ignorant, both you and Nora. I mean, dude, honestly, like, why is Kat a hill you want to die on?
It's not a hill I want to die on. Kat's my friend.
For now. By the way, just to add, they're not friends anymore, neither. When Cammy's Ink Bunny got exposed, and Nora found out about it, and just to add, Nora drug his feet with me. I shared with him in DMs. I shared with him an early version. There are 3 versions of the my server reacting to Cammy's bullshit video. There's 2 that are unlisted. 2 versions, and then there's a public one that came out. I I had given Nora the link to a video of Ferret, G-Fish, and Eva reacting to the trace pictures. They're uncensored. I was playing TF2, Man vs. Machine. I was recording. They fucking reacted, especially Ferret, Ferret and G-Fish gave like really funny reactions. Then later, we hopped over to the Ink Bunny. And I streamed Cammy's Ink Bunny to my Discord server to show people I wasn't fucking lying. And by the way, just to add, when people came into I think we were in like an NSFW chat when I was doing it. So that way no minors could hop in. Because there was no minors on my server, but like unverified people couldn't get into it. I'm pretty sure. We were there, and anytime someone hopped into the call, I'd always let them know what we're doing and what we're looking at. And I was showing people what I was doing, for one, to make a funny video of us reacting to the shit that she was favoriting, all the cub porn and the people that she followed, all that shit. So they knew I wasn't just showing them it out of the blue to see how they reacted. It was done for a reason. That I wasn't lying. That this shit is there. Because a lot of them had no idea. I told Nora in DMs, I shared with him that video before I went on vacation. And about a week or so later, nothing. He didn't take a look into it at all. It wasn't until I had to tell him directly and say, hey, I'm going to go public with this. You've got this many days to do it. Because I was dazed about... I told him in the call, too, which isn't out yet, which is another thing that needs to be finished. I told him, yo, she's fucking lying to you, and she's not being honest with you, and he drug his fucking feet with that shit. He really did. He drugged his feet, because he still wanted to hold on to hope about Cammy. And then he had to face reality. I told him I was dazed about doing it because is it me sharing porn with a minor, or is it me warning him and showing him, urging him to see this shit, to know who the fuck he's dealing with, because she's trying to fuck him over, basically. Then he finally did, and he called her out, and that's how... that's where Tribat, I guess, wanted to try to be friends with me again after that shit. Not happening. I took Ferret back. I helped Nora. I have mutual respect for him for helping get Ruben stuff out there for us and wake me up about him. And I woke him up about Cammy. And I'm kind of waking him up about Dean too. I do care for him. I do. But yeah. Dying on a hill for Cammy, not looking into any of these journals, not having any background on her. Big fucking mistake. Big fucking mistake. But Dean's an idiot. Didn't even try. Didn't try. Didn't put any real effort in. He had to have it spoon-fed to him by a kid. And I had to spoon-feed Nora this stuff too. Essentially.
What do you mean for now? Ferret's the one that left me. I didn't leave
Dude, she kissed the tip of my dick for years. The moment I make one mistake, she's throwing me out.
Not be kissing your dick for years. What the fuck?
Yeah, she has.
Oh, wait a minute, me. I thought you said me. Right.
No,
Ferret,
not you. No,
we're slowly finding out. We are finding out slowly because it's hidden. Well, I'm just... Well, then fuck it. I'm going to add Cat back in.
Yay, round 3.
Just...
I think that might be a good place to end off. Round 3. There's still an hour and 38 minutes left of this call. Okay. I know people are getting tired of listening to this conversation. I know. I'm going to start clipping it because it needs to be clipped. This is taking way too long. I didn't want to do another stream about this shit. I really don't. I'm going to have to because I'm going through all of this like just to show people like the full call. And I'm reacting to it because it's my own thing. I have the time written down or typed out. I'm going to start clipping it. It's late for me and I want to go the fuck to sleep. My voice is shit. Okay. I have the wrong time. Hold on. I just realized I have the fucking wrong time. OBS has a really weird setup for this. We're at almost the 2-hour mark. There we go. It's just an hour and 38 minutes left of it. But I am going to spend... I hear you, man. Do what you got to do. Yeah, I'm going to clip it down. I'm going to get the juicier bits out of the way. Just so people can know what the fuck I'm doing. Just so we don't have to be here for another few hours just dissecting all the stupid shit Dean says. But that's how fucking dumb he is. Okay? That's how fucking stupid he is. Let me close that off for a second. I gotta get my end stream text. Sorry, I kind of chimped out away from November. I was busy with stuff going on behind the scenes. Whatever could this picture be? Whatever could it be about? Whatever could it be? Could be something really interesting. Something really, really interesting indeed. But it is what it is, I guess. But that's something for later. If that didn't get in the way, I would still be streaming, but I had to focus a lot of my energy on the other stuff. So I'm sorry for that. Sorry, that's wasn't my intention to leave you guys hanging, especially while we were doing No Ralph November. It feels like I cheated a little bit, not streaming. But any person who's on my server knows I have not talked about Ralph at all throughout November. I beat Jim. Jim, in the last 3 hours of No Ralph November, mentions his name, and he fucking got mad. He was in the home stretch of the 3-hour mark during his Year of the Chud November stream. He was so close, and then he let it slip. He fucked it up. Poor guy. He couldn't beat No Ralph November. Implying he makes it... Hopefully he makes it to next year. Hopefully he does, and maybe when we do No Ralph November, who knows, maybe we might do... maybe he might redeem himself by doing No Ralph December on his own to redeem himself. Who knows? Who knows? If I had the clip played where he did it, it's really fucking funny. But look, it's late for me. I have to go find some music. Find us an outro song. Thank you for joining in. Had a lot of fun. Kind of, not really. Find us some outro music. I don't know what I'll find. Play something typical, I guess. I wish I had more, but I really don't. Thank you for joining me. I'll clip this down so we can finish it up a little faster. We can finally move on to talk about other shit. Because I got a lot of stuff to show. So thank you for joining me. Have a good week. I'll see you next time.
Lurking in the dark, under the moonlight, you know that prepping's just about to start. You try to scream, but penis fills your mouth before you get to. You start to freeze as the bull looks you right between the eyes. He'll fuck your wife. He's got a drill her right. His wife is getting pounded the bull's about to come. You squeeze a warm hand and wonder if she's gonna have a son. You close your eyes and think there's nothing inherently wrong with this. But all the while, you hear the bull creeping up behind. He says, clean up your wine. He's gonna drill her right. His wife is getting pounded by the bull who's in the house. He's gonna drill her, fuck his wife, and let him hold her hand while he'll just drill her his wife. Alpha men call when the cocks start to talk in their Facebook groups. There's no escaping the cock of the bull this time. Present the man to your wife. They're here to see her. There's people lining up outside. Sit in the next room unless you want the bulls to go in dry. Now is the time for you to watch them cuddle close together. All through the night, they'll fuck her because you can't make her scream. They'll make you see. He's gonna drill her right. His wife is getting pounded by the bull loose in the house. He's gonna drill her, fuck his wife, and let him hold her hand while he'll just steal her, drill her, fill her, kill her, fuck his wife. Drill her right. His wife is getting pounded by the bull loose in the house. He's gonna drill her, fuck his wife, and let him hold her hand while he'll just drill her, drill her. He's gonna drill it tonight.
Darkness falls across the land. The midnight hour is close at hand. Alphas crawl in search of wives to liven up their dull sex lives. And whosoever is not given the penis size for pleasing women must kneel and face the cocks of bulls and prep them till their wives are full.
He's gonna drill it tonight. Driller, baby. Driller, right. Driller, oh darling, oh baby. Drill it tonight. Ooh, baby. Driller, right. Driller, ooh, baby. Driller, right. Ooh, baby.
The foulest stench will deck the halls, the funk of 40,000 balls,
Drill it tonight.
and strangers in a hotel room left gifts inside a woman's womb. And though you fight to stay together, your jimmies are well rustled, for no beta male can resist the call of the cuckold.
Americano.